What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Fireside Chat. I am your host, Poketrap. This week, we've got a very special guest. He is a fellow podcaster, content creator extraordinaire. I didn't use Mike, so you can hear him shuffle around in his chair. He is the very, very wonderful, very delightful, very good-looking 26th Gonzo. Work. There we go. All right.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah,
that's baby Gonzo.
It's going. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely, man. Well, I had to. It's one of those things.
You didn't have to, but I appreciate
even though I was just about to say, even though you had me on your show first, like I didn't feel like an obligation. It's like no, like I enjoy, especially it was very similar to having Joey on the show. Like Pokemon podcasting, it is not uncommon necessarily, but there's only a few of us out there that do this like regularly, like it make it a regular thing.
But when I asked you to come on to mine, you were like, you straight up replied with, "You son of a bitch." I was going to ask you first. So
I know, and I was so mad. I really like. I was very like. I was just like, oh man, it was because you were like, dude, I've got you. You're on my list. Nick is on my list. I have so many people that I just like. I need to get around to, and I am trying to lean harder. I know. It's been kind of like every other week. And then I kind of took a break when my wife and we got the flu and we were just both out of commission. So I took just a total week off and then got back to it. That was after my one year episode. I took like a 2-week break. Of course now, I did a regular stream last week and now I'm doing this. I'm going to try to do just another podcast next week. Cause I really just, I just enjoy sitting around and talking about, about the hobby and about.
That's the best part.
It is, man. And that's what I love most about it. And, we were kind of talking, chat, to let you guys know, we were kind of talking before the show and it's like, the interview process is a lot of fun, but it's really like, okay, cool. We've kind of ironed out, like we've hit like the regular points and the talking points and stuff. And it's just seeing where the conversation goes from there. That's what really makes a good, good podcast in my opinion. Cause I listen to a lot of them.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever gotten it before or hate or just random trolls, but I finally got my first one and nice. I've had multiple, but this is my first one about the podcast. And I took a screenshot and I sent it to Dan, Pat, Joey, and like some of the guys from the Critical Hit team. And it was, I'm assuming it's a kid because it was from Instagram. I'm assuming it's a kid. The profile picture was like some anime thing. And it was a private account. So I'm assuming it's a kid. But it was all it was like, hey, I just watched your podcast with that Pokestocked guy. He was like, you're I'm trying not to cuss on your channel. You're PG.
Yeah, I appreciate
it. You're a poopy version of Radar. He's like, all I responded with was like, hey man, thanks for the watch hours. And then I blocked him. like what? I don't know. Because normally what I've done in the past is I screenshot it and I make a story out of it. But now I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to give people the time of day anymore. Like, I'm just going to move on with my life. Thank them for the watch hours and block. Like, hey, man, you gave me 5 minutes. That's all I care about.
You took your time, and that's like the most valuable, like, portrait.
Right?
You don't understand that the only currency you have to give anything or anybody is your time. And it's, and that's the thing. Like, so. And Radar, I mean, he is incredible. Like I love watching his content. It was so amazing. Very humbling for me. And I actually had like one of my first real geek out moments. I remember I was sitting in bed with my wife. It was the night after I interviewed Brian and I had him on the show. And Radar like followed me on Instagram and sent me a message. And I was, my wife like, oh my gosh, like he's the reason I started doing this. Like watching his content, like between him, you and Joey. The three of you guys like combined to really inspire me to be able to sit down and have these conversations with other creators because that is like hanging out in chats and, interacting with so many people in the community during live streams. I mean, that is what made this like being a content creator so much fun for me. It's not even like I love making the content, but just being a part of the community as a whole really has colored why I feel so passionately about this because the cards are fun, man, but the people make it great.
The community, the people is what makes it the community. And when I started mine, it originally was called the Community Conversation with, and then you fill in the blank.
I love that.
But because of the the thumbnail and title, like community conversation is long enough as it is.
Right.
A lot of people who I included myself, I just want to see a pretty picture and I'll click on it.
Right.
So I changed it up a little bit. But to me, it's still very much community conversation, because it's not just the person I'm talking to. There's also the chat. And like we were talking about earlier, like we can have a conversation, but when chat says something silly or something like,
of course, yeah.
Let me read this really quick because I think it's interesting. That makes it, and it makes them more involved, and I love it.
Of course,
and
absolutely.
From my reviews of it, people love that of it. Like, I had one person tell me, he's like, "Hey, I love Radar's and I love yours, but you guys are two totally different beings in the podcast community." He's like, one, Radar doesn't do his live; it's a premiere, so there's a chat, but he also makes it very professional. He's like, yours is, it's live, there's chat, and then there's the guest, and the guest can communicate with the chat. You can communicate. There's a Q&A, and then he was like, because you're not family friendly, they can either be themselves or just, we're like, cool, I'm gonna let myself go. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna say off the wall nonsense, and no one's gonna judge me. Yeah. And that's fine. Man. But there's like, if Pat, Vault, anyone who's been on Radars and they want to come over to mine, come on over. I'm not going to stop you, but I'm not going to be as professional as Radar, because I'm just here to have fun. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Amen, brother. And that's the thing. Like I do pride myself in keeping the channel family friendly to a certain degree. And like I was kind of explaining before, I mean, once it's like 9:15 ish, and we've been doing this for an hour and change, almost 2 hours. Like I do. Exactly. Yeah. I start to kind of let loose on it. And that's only because, I know who my core audience is and remains. And I know that, I know that my kid and my nieces and everybody, they watch all the openings and stuff, but I also understand that, they're not going to sit around and watch me talk. Like, they hear me talk enough as it is. Like, they don't necessarily, like, there is no action happening on a hand cam, so they're not engaged in it. So I don't mind. After, like I said, like, once we get to a certain point, then, we start to let loose.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I plan on it. Got my booze.
I don't drink anymore. You do, buddy. Yeah. But real quick, I just want to shout out to everybody in chat. I see Poker Paris in here. John was let out of the basement. Thank goodness. John, run. Johnny, run. Atta baby Johnny. Get out of there. Run, buddy. Run. We have Son of a Mercs in the chat. Bays in the chat. What's going on? Chip Machamps in the chat. L Punk 418's in the chat. The girls at, hey, I was actually talking about you earlier. It's my buddy Andy. He and his good friend Kirk, a good buddy of mine, they have the Rushmore Show podcast, top 4 ranking podcast on YouTube. They are phenomenal. I know they just had a live, I think last night. I'm on the rewatch gang for that. I'm also a past guest, and I will be a future guest on there. They do a lot of really great pop culture and sports rankings and stuff.
I would be awful at the sports stuff. I know nothing about sports.
I was gonna ask you how you felt about the Super Bowl, but now I know better.
No, my biggest concern about the Super Bowl was the parade afterwards.
Dude, yeah, what a horrific thing. And real quick, I would also I don't know that anybody here is in Kansas City, but from us to all of you in Kansas City, just we love you. We are so sorry that you guys went through that, and just all of the prayers, all the good vibes. And I know it means absolutely nothing to some people, but just know that from our family to all of yours, we have you in our thoughts. We have you in our prayers. That's a horrible way to end what should have been probably one of the greatest days of all their lives after the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And from what the reports are saying, and it's weird that I'm going to say it, I'm going to sound heartless, but at the end of the day, I'm glad how the reason why it happened is that's the reason, because either way, it's terrible that it happened.
Right. No, I see what you're saying. It was a dispute between two people that escalated, and it wasn't just some psychopath that was there to ruin everybody's day. I mean, I see exactly what you're saying. That is telling a lot.
Either way, that guy's a major asshole regardless. Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to say.
No, you're good. No, you're not wrong though. You're not wrong. Yeah. I mean, it's even worse because it's 2 kids.
Yeah.
It's two juveniles, and like it's just absolutely horrendous and absolutely insane. So, you know, we won't sit on it too much longer, but just, you know, just all of our love to all of you guys, and, you know,
let's bring some positivity around. Who's got some questions?
Exactly. So we do have a Q&A open in the chat. I actually, you know, hold on. Dude, ever since I got sick that last time, I just have not bounced back.
Yeah.
But chat, we do have a Q&A open. Please ask us anything. I will be filtering the questions if they get a little too heinous too early on. But you know, let's just you know, roll with it real quick. So, how long you've been doing this for? A couple of years, or 2 years now? No, 1 year. 2 years.
3 years.
3 years. Okay.
I started Pokemon YouTube. In 2021. It was like right when the pandemic started, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, because 2021 is when the pandemic shut down, right? Not 2020.
No, 2020. No, 2020 is when everything was shut down.
Oh, then I started 4 years ago then. But I initially started out as a video game channel with a vanilla playthrough of Pokemon Shield.
Okay.
Then I did some other like Nintendo Switch games. And during that time, I was like, you know what? I started. I was like, my wife was like, why don't you open up some Pokemon cards? Doesn't that Leonhart guy do it too? I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, he does. And this is when I love Leonhart. Like he was one of the
Leonhart was great. Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the only big people doing it at the time besides Super Duper Danny and and Rev. So I was like, yeah, why not? So I opened it and it was very successful and I had a lot of fun. And so I was like, yeah, let me keep doing it. And then that's when my channel transitioned from a video game content to trading cards. And it was like maybe a month or two before Logan Paul got involved. So it's like I was able to get my hands on product. I'm like, oh, I'm only going to buy product when I need to make a video. Yeah. And then Logan Paul happened. Now I'm like, oh my God, now I have to buy 5 or 6 things at a time just in case I get my hands on anything.
Right.
And I'm one of those people, like I necessarily don't blame Logan Paul I think he takes maybe 25% of the blame, to be honest.
Sure.
The other 75% is the people that watch him and then like, and because of the turd burglar who was on his podcast who's like, oh, that Bulbasaur's $30,000, like the collectible guru or something like that.
Yeah.
I blame him a lot more than I blame Logan Paul because he's over there like, oh, that Bulbasaur's $30,000. That's that, and that I think a lot of his followers were like, oh, there's money here, and that's when they jumped in the boat and kind of took off from there.
They became the money bros.
The money bros came in really, really hard. Yeah.
The money bros were born.
Yeah. So I was doing that content for a really long time, doing some live streams here and there. I was doing a lot of like, I'm going to open up some pack of cards. I'm going to build a team out of it. And then I'm going to battle people on Pokemon Showdown.
Cool.
I did some tier lists before, like, oh, these are my favorite Pokemon of this type.
Right.
And then last year, I decided that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start having a conversation with other content creators because I think it's going to be fun. And let people know, like, in like we were talking about, like, yeah, we'll talk about Pokemon, but then we'll talk about other things throughout the world, throughout life, and just get to know the content creator as a whole. And it's been real successful for me. So I'm having fun doing it. I'm slowing it down a little bit. I was doing it every week, but now I'm doing it like once a week. Not once a week, every other week. I even had the original voice actor of Professor Oak on my channel.
That's amazing. That is
that was
ever.
And here's another fun fact.
Tell me how you give me your fun fact, then you gotta tell me how you pulled that off.
That is the fun fact.
Okay, cool.
The fun fact is I met him because of someone that I met at Card Party. So go to Card Party, guys. Yeah, I met him at met Retro Pokemon Gamer at Card Party, and then we're talking. He's like, hey, I see that you do this podcast and you talk to people. Do you want to interview Professor Oak? I'm like, duh. And he's like, yeah, he already knows about you because I told him. I was like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, go hit him up and we'll work something out. So that's exactly what I did, and I was able to get Professor Oak on. Stuart Zagnit, the original Professor Oak. It was amazing. It was an hour long of me trying to compose myself. Like, Because he's my Professor Oak, and that's what
exactly.
I told you. You are who I grew up with.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Like even my son knows of that Professor Oak because I watched all the series with him. I don't mean to shit on people who left the hobby when they were a teenager or young adult and then came back.
Yeah.
But I'm one of the rare people who didn't do that. I got here when I was 10 and I'm still here.
Right.
So I've seen a lot of the up and downs of the community, especially with the video game stuff. And
of course, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, you know, and I am newly like baptized back into the hobby. I got back in because of playing Pokemon Go regularly and the Pokemon Go set coming out. But I played and collected all the way through Neo and everything, and then it was around that time that Yu-Gi-Oh had really gotten big, and I was growing up, and with it, you know, I was just like, oh, this is a cool thing that's happening. I'm gonna transition into this because I enjoyed playing the card game a little bit more than I enjoyed the Pokemon card game. And it's like, I mean, I had everything. I had all of my entire collection from 1998 until 2001, and it was all lost in Hurricane Katrina. But
oh yeah. That's rough.
It was one of those things. I mean, we lost so much when that happened. It was like, for me, it was just a blip. But it, like, in hindsight, like looking back on it, it's crushing. Like the first edition Charizard that I got at a Pokemon tournament at Books A Million for trading somebody that needed a full set of grass energies for his deck because he was swapping decks mid game and didn't have enough grass energies. I'm just like, okay. Like the greatest thing, like I was 9 years old and I got a first edition Charizard. It was amazing. And I had that thing until it was wiped off the map. But, you know, I played, you know, Diamond and Pearl. I played Black and White. I played X and Y. And then I got played through those games. And then I didn't play, I played Black and White 2, and then I played X, and I didn't play Sun and Moon, but I got back in with Sword and Shield. So I stayed playing the games consistently. I just wasn't collecting the cards because after Yu-Gi-Oh, I got really big into Magic the Gathering. So at this point, I'm, you know, 18, 19, 20 years old, and I'm still into card games, but it's just what I was into. Like I loved Magic the Gathering. I
played a lot of Magic when I was in the Navy.
Oh, dude, I still like if I wanted to, I would probably. I had a love-hate relationship with that. I would get into it and I would fall out for a year, then I'd get back into it, I'd fall out for a year, but I loved Magic the Gathering. I still have all of my decks and all of my binders from
I gave all my stuff away. I never pulled anything major. I'm like, oh yeah, I could sell this for $20. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I still I sold off all of my big hitters, but I still have like a binder full of rares and stuff from like 10 years ago. That are probably worth, you know, at least a couple bucks each. But yeah, I did. I really loved Magic. And then but when Pokemon Go came out in 2016, I was like, dude, I fell in love. I loved Pokemon Go. I would ride my bike around town. I played it religiously and I just stayed playing it consistently. And then they came out with the Pokemon Go set and I'm like, ooh, let me crack Pokemon packs.
I was in the Navy when Pokemon Go came out. And I was a military police officer. So I was messing around. I was playing Pokemon Go while I was roving the base, and we get a call. We're like, "Hey, you might need to come to the front gate." Okay, well, I need a better reason. I need to get in the right mindset. What's going on? And so I'm driving up to the main gate, and they're like, "You're not going to believe it." I'm like, "You better tell me something I will believe because I need to get in the right mindset." And they're like, "There's a car crash." I'm like, "Okay, not a big deal." Because they were playing Pokemon Go. As soon as they said that, I put my phone down on the seat next to me. I'm like, all right. Like, all right, got it. Got the hint. I'll put my phone away. Yeah. But yeah, that happened. That happened at least 3 to 4 times. People crashed into the wall.
Oh, sure.
Because they weren't paying attention. They see military base. Like, oh no. They try to turn around. They try to come on the base. They're like, oh, well, like, oh, we're just gonna go over there. Yeah, they're like, oh, there's Pokemon down there. We just want to get them and come back. Or there's a gym down there. We want to go to the gym and come back. Like, no, we're not doing that. Like one dude who's like, can I get an escort? No, you can't get an escort. Turn the hell around, man.
You escort me to this Dratini nest that's on the bay.
Yeah. It was.
Dude, all those reports of like pedestrians getting hit because they just walk into traffic like that. Just like, dude, Pokemon. Early days of Pokemon Go were wild.
Yeah, they're finding dead bodies, walking off cliffs. Dude, yes. Come on,
like, oh my gosh, man.
It was brutal.
I mean, yeah, dude, I mean, for my part, I had to so I rode my bike everywhere, and I had like a little, like a phone dock on my bike, and I just I would just glance down every now and again. If I saw something, I'd stop and catch it. But no, yeah, Pokemon Go. I still play it, just not as much as I used to. I think they've destroyed the game.
I'm the same. I'm the same way. Like I play it like once every couple of days. That's it. They quickly banned Pokemon Go on bases. They removed the gyms and Pokestops. Yeah, they say that, but they're there. They're still there. They removed them and then put them back up.
I do know that there is one place. So I'll never forget the most audacious thing I've read regarding Pokemon Go. And it was like, I mean, it was early. It was within the first like 4 or 5 months that it was out. And it was a picture somebody with their AR, and it was like a screenshot of a coffin.
Yeah.
But they were at the Holocaust Museum.
Oh my God, I remember that because I made national news.
Dude, and it was dude, so like they got rid of all the gyms, they got rid of all the Pokestops, like they like put it as like a non-spawn area. Niantic had to issue I think they had to issue an apology. It was just that was wild. I saw it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like the odds of that are.
Oh yeah, I know. It was nuts. I do remember that. That was a major headline story.
Money. Yeah. So the girl dad asked in the chat. We'll answer. He would like to know the Rushmore Pokemon games. That's all right. So top 4 Pokemon games, starting with number 4 being the bottom and number 1 being the top.
Okay. Since I played all the main story games, and I played every single game Pokemon has come out with. So
dude, I love the Mystery Dungeon games so much.
Yeah, they're so good, and that is my number 4. The Mystery Dungeon games is number 4.
All
Probably the first one on the GBA.
Yeah, I was gonna say the original one for the GBA is good. The first one they cranked out on the DS, what was it?
It was the same. They had 2 release. There was because it was right when the DS and the GBA were out at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. One was Red Team and one was Blue Team.
That's right. The Blue Team. Yep. That's right.
I'm gonna go with the Red Team on the GBA for number 4. Number 3, I'm going with Pokemon Conquest, which is a tactics game, and I love tactics games.
Right.
Number 2. Oh, I don't know if I want. I'm not going to put 2 mainline series games on there because I think that would be a little much. Yeah. But I think number 2 is Pokemon Stadium. Not Stadium. What's the one for the GameCube? I can't remember right now.
Gale of Darkness, Coliseum.
Coliseum and Gale. Yeah, Gale of Darkness. Darkness that one specifically.
Yeah.
Gale
of Darkness was the first one that came out, and Gale of Darkness was such a good game. Yeah. Like the Shadow Pokemon, like. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude.
And then number 1 will be my very first Pokemon game. Pokemon Yellow is my
right on. I dig it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say number 4 for me. So as they say actually number 4 for me, it is a mobile game. It is a floatware game. It's by no means a good game necessarily, but I'm gonna go with Pokemon Shuffle, which they put it out on the 3DS as well.
Good. It's so good for no reason.
It's such a dude. Like I put so much money,
so much time
into that game because, like, dude, like I would just buy jewels. Like I was like, I can't stop. I'm not gonna go out like this. I could beat this dude in 3 moves. I'm paying the $150 for a jewel so I can get 5 more moves.
Yeah,
but no, dude, for a match 3 game, it's in the same vein as Puzzle and Dragons. If anybody's ever played that or Marvel Puzzle Quest. It's in that same vein, but you get to catch Pokemon, you get to build your team, you get to, it is such a like an addictive game, dude. I have put so much money and time into that. So yeah, Pokemon Shuffle, number 4, easy. Number 3, I'm gonna go with the original Pokemon Stadium because me and my friends, like that was like our Mario Party. And then dude, Pokemon Snap. I you know what? I'm gonna say because I'm gonna go with your rules and just have the one mainline game. That's gonna be my number 1. But I'm gonna say Pokemon Snap because that game, that's another one. Like, it is a great
the
game.
new one or 64?
64 or OG, OG Snap. I have not played the new Pokemon Snap. I need to.
I have,
but
it's good. But it's just
a fun game.
Yeah, it is a fun game, but it's very. Yeah. The only reason why it's in my top 15, but it's not in my top 10 or top 5, just because it's so monotonous to me.
Yeah,
like every level is going to be the same. Like, you could throw an apple or a smoke ball on another level. Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. No, dude, I still just a picture.
Snap. Yeah, the original Pokemon Snap. That game that game is very special in my opinion. Yeah. For what it was doing, and then so my first Pokemon game was Blue, but I loved Yellow. However, I'm gonna go with Crystal version.
Johto's a good one. Crystal,
because Johto is mine. Johto is my favorite region. Is my favorite. Like I love Johto. I don't think I truly believe I love all the games and what they've done since, but I don't think that they've ever truly gotten better than Crystal version. Like, it was the perfect sequel. It was the perfect amount of just content. Like, I mean, they really went out of their way to make something special and new in a way that they have. Like, they've done great. Like I said, this is not taking away from anything they've done since then, because they've done a lot of amazing things. But I really think that Crystal version is the perfect version of Johto. And dude, Gold, Silver, Crystal, those 3 games are just incredible to me.
Yeah, they're amazing games. There's no argument from here. But that's our Mount Rushmore.
That is our Mount Rushmore.
One Rushmore in here. Let me go back up. I saw it somewhere. Okay, never mind. It wasn't for games. It was for something else. But everyone in chat says Snap was fantastic.
Oh yeah, just, dude, it was such a I mean, and you got to remember the time. I mean, that was what, 299 when that came out.
No, 2002 maybe. I was in middle school.
It might have been. Yeah. Are you looking it up? I was looking it up too.
Yep.
Not new Pokemon Snap, silly goose. 1999. Bang.
You are correct. Was that for America or?
Yeah, July 1999, North America.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What? Wow, it's on GameStop on GameStop for $18. Get it used.
Hold on. No way. Hold on. We're hold up. Chat, hold on. Bear with me. Shut up. All right. Well, I don't have a Nintendo 64 anymore, but I am going to have a copy of Pokemon Snap. That is for sure.
Yeah, look. Well, I'm going to show chat. There, look, there it is. $18. Oh, there you go. There you go.
1709.
If you're a pro member.
Walk, do not run, chat. Walk, do not run to your nearest GameStop.com.
Yeah.
Tyler says the Stadium 1 and 2 mini games and Ocarina of Time, best games ever. I could not agree more.
The mini games,
dude. Oh my god! Clefairy, oh my god! The Clefairy memory game. It's dude, Clefairy. I'm 9 years old. I am 9 years old. You cannot expect me to.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude, the Metapod one was great.
We play it now because it's on the Nintendo Switch online. So my son and I play it now.
That's awesome.
Girl Dad says he's currently playing Ocarina of Time.
Dude, nice. I've never played it.
Never played it.
Are you kidding me?
I never played it.
You need to play it.
Will you buy me a Nintendo 64 and Ocarina of Time?
You have Nintendo Switch. It's on Switch Online, I think.
Yeah, but I want to play it the original way.
It is the original way. It's not the remake for 3DS.
Oh, I heard that was
dude. Awful. The 3DS is great. So I have that, and I have Majora's Mask on the 3DS. And dude, the quality of life improvements and the up-resing to those graphics is second to none. It almost makes it hard to go back and play the N64 version, seeing just how beautiful those games are.
Yeah, Girl Dad says Ocarina of Time is go. Well, wasn't it on when Nintendo did their Nintendo Power Magazine ranking of the best game of the year? Wasn't Ocarina of Time number 1 10 years in a row or something like that?
Pretty much. I mean, dude, that game Tyler, N64 Ocarina is the only way to play. Listen, all right, he has Switch Online. You have Switch Online. You can play it. The original graphics.
Yeah,
dude, it's so good. It's such a good game. I mean, it is truly, like, in my opinion, it's one of the very few perfect games out there. Like, I mean, there are quite a bit of games that get that perfect 10, like in every IGN or GameSpot or Games Radar ranking list. Like, there are several that get that perfect 10, but Ocarina of Time is up there with like Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 4. Like, you get my point. Like, Metal Gear Solid is pretty perfect as well. But no, dude, Ocarina of Time, it is incredible. It is incredible. So let me see. I did see. All right, so we're talking Bay Showcase. My top 3 favorite Pokemon games in order from top to last are Stadium, Yellow version, and then Pokemon Rumble. Dude, I completely forgot about Pokemon Rumble. Yeah, dude, Rumble on the Game Boy Color.
Yeah, Rumble's the little the toy one, right? Where they're like little.
That's right. Yeah,
that was a fun one. Yeah.
Dude, what was Pokemon Puzzle League for N64?
That was okay. It was,
I like that.
I'm not a big fan of those like Tetris games. Yeah,
Tetris styles. Yeah, dude, Pokemon Pinball. Did you know that they almost had they were working on a sequel for Pokemon Pinball, and it got canned, and that's what ended up becoming, I think, the Metroid Pinball game for 3D or for DS. But they were working on a Pokemon Pinball 2 for the DS. And
I think it was going to be a third one.
I don't know. I know that I was watching. What is it? It's like random game facts.
There's three Pokemon pinball games. One Pokemon pinball, one pinball mini. So
that's right.
The little keychain thing, and right. Ruby and Sapphire. I knew there was one for Ruby and Sapphire.
That's right. Yeah. So they were going to work on a third full length, full style one. Andy, thank you for coming in, brother. I will be chatting with you guys soon because we got some discussions to have about y'all's future podcasts.
Yeah. Good night. Sweet dreams.
Yeah. All right. So I did see somebody, I think Tyler was saying his top 3 Pokemon arts of all time, or that's top 3 Pokemon arts of all time. His suggestion, and it's a fact, number 1 with the bullet is, of course, the Lost Origin Alt Giratina, which, yes, that is the greatest artwork of all time. The Aquapolis Lugia and Light Arcanine. I like all 3 of those options. Pokepair said the Silver Syphis Lugia, Moon Baby, and the Test Tube Mewtwo.
Test Tube Mewtwo is really good.
Dude, that's such a good card.
I will disagree with the Lugia, though. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, I don't love it either. I had a friend, he checked me. It might have actually been Tyler, because I was talking about it. I was like, that doesn't feel like Lugia to me. Like, in my opinion, that doesn't feel like what Lugia is supposed to be like. But then he reminded me of like the Pokedex entry where Lugia is actually just out there causing chaos.
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
Pokedex entries. All the entries are like, yeah, you watch the anime, they're like, yeah, let's hold hands, let's sing around the campfire. And then there's Drifblim taking a child off
just stealing kids. Yeah, just snatching kids.
I think there's one, I don't know if it's Snorlax or another Pokemon, but like one's like, it eats so fast and so quick, it doesn't care what's around. It has eaten friends and family. It's like, oh, wait, what?
That sounds like Lickitung, honestly. Like, that feels like a Lickitung Pokedex entry.
Lugia from Legends. Both
Legends,
have that's a good one.
Dude, the Legend cards are probably like, they need to do those again. Like, they need to do something like that again, because those
they kind of did with those. Was it the Unite cards or whatever the promo cards that there were like 4?
Oh yeah. That's right. The V Union cards.
V Union, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but
I didn't know those were actual playable cards either. I just thought it was just for gimmick.
No, yeah, they are real things. They came in packs. Like, I mean, in Japan, they came in packs. Like, we just got them here as promos. They didn't put them in packs, but I know. I
think that's why I didn't know they were a real thing.
Right? Yeah, because they all came out as just like, you think it's just like a sub in for the jumbo card, but it looks neat.
I have arrived. I'm assuming that's Misty.
Oh Jesus, it's Misty. All right.
You know what that means? John's back in the basement.
Poor John. Poor Johnny. Dude, we're gonna have to throw him in the trunk of our car at Card Party and bail him out. Just, I know it's taking from one.
I'm not driving out there.
Yeah, we're driving down. We kind of figured that's the only way to make it work. Plus, we're bringing the whole family, so
yeah,
we're just gonna have a family road trip. Yeah, it's just because we're in Pennsylvania, so I think we clocked it. It's like an 18-hour drive, something like that. Which it's not great, but it's gonna save us $2,000 in flights and everything.
It would probably be more expensive for me to drive out there.
Well, yeah, because you're talking about a 2-day drive. Yeah.
Yeah. It is a 35-hour drive from San Diego to Orlando.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's almost 2 days. And
yeah, dude. And
we would have to stop.
You have kids, so bathroom
we gotta stop, bathroom breaks, eating, and I'm broken. I can't drive 24 hours straight off the stop and go to a rest stop.
Right, exactly. Yeah, dude. So
go to hotels. I'm in Cali. I really want to go, but it may be possible I will not be going.
Oh, babe, that sucks, man.
Sell some organs.
I wish you could, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, I would sell some organs, sell some plasma, sell some blood.
Just sell a toe.
No, well, I can't sell a toe. That's how I make my second business is those feet pics.
Yeah, absolutely. So Poker Pair wants to know, Misty,
what she got.
Gonzo, have you ever pulled a Giratina from Lost Origin?
No, I have not.
Hey, I have.
Hey,
so is Misty. Nope. So is Misty.
Just got our flight booked for Card Party today. About time. We booked ours last month, so it's not like I can say anything. But everything's booked. Hotel is booked.
Awesome.
Tickets are booked. Yeah, everything's all booked.
We're gonna be looking. We'll probably just do an Airbnb. That seems just like as far as price is concerned.
Well, you're also driving, so that's not that big of a deal.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, we're gonna and that's the other reason. That's another reason why we're driving, because we've kind of talked about it, like looking at flights and stuff. My mom, she's a travel agent, so she can kind of figure that stuff out for us a little bit cheaper. But but it's just like being there, like now we have to rent a car, or we're gonna have to Uber everywhere or cab everywhere. So it's just like it's the most fiscally responsible way for us. Plus, even though like my truck, we're on a lease with it, I've got like 22,000 miles left on my warranty. So it's like it's fine. Like I don't I'm not having to worry about that.
If we were staying in an Airbnb, we'll probably rent a car, but we're not. We're staying in the hotel room, so
so are y'all staying at the Hilton?
Yeah. We booked it. We booked the room that weekend when it was announced. So like the Friday Pat announced it, we booked it that Saturday. Because in his Discord, people are like, the rooms are booked. We're like, what? And so my wife and I checked at like 7 a.m.
Right.
And like the room we were looking at was already booked. So we're like, oh crap. Oh, wow. So I called them and they're like, oh yeah, we can work something out. And so they had to work something out so as for us to get a room. But we called. Wow. We don't we call regardless, even if we can do everything online, because you can guilt trip people into giving you something better.
Of course, yeah.
Especially when you tell them like, oh, you're a veteran or you're active duty, and you're like, I'm coming home from deployment. They're not going to look that up. They don't care. No. They're just like, oh yeah, here.
Like when you get there, you'll flash your ID and confirm. But
that's when I was in the military. We did that all the time. Like me and my buddies, like, oh, let's go to Disneyland. Like, all right, cool. Let's go for the weekend. All right, cool. So I called Disneyland Hotel. I'm like, oh, me and my friends, we want a good weekend. We don't want to go anywhere crazy. We just got back home. Right. We're going to spend some time with our family. They're like, yeah, cool. Military discount. Cool.
We love our
you just want you want a basic room? Nah, you get this. And we're like, cool. So that's what we did for show. Yeah, we had, and when I got out of the Navy, we went with some friends, my wife and I, and some friends. And I was like, hey, let me see your engagement ring. And she was like, why? I was like, no reason. I looked at my buddy. I was like, hey, you still got the box? He goes, yeah. I was like, here, put this in the box until we go to Disneyland. He was like, why? I was like, boy, I'm trying to get us a room upgrade. You better do this in the lobby. He was like,
that's amazing.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a real POS. Like I would.
That is fantastic, dude. That is the proper abuse of power. That's amazing. Yeah, no, dude, it's I don't know. I'm so hyped for Card Party, and it is going to be exhausting. Although I will say this, just let everybody know, your boy did get an email last night from people at Card Party. First, they were like, "Hey, so we saw you sign up to be a creator. However, we've never, like, we don't have it on file that you bought tickets, and you can't be a creator if you don't have tickets. And I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, but I did. I bought them during the pre-sale, like whenever they like right after Card Party 1 ended, and they were like, hey, buy tickets for Card Party 2 because we're doing it. I was like, I bought those. So I do have them. I'm like, oh, okay, great. Thanks for clarifying. I haven't heard anything since, but I am checking the website regularly because your boy's little circle Pokeball with Poketrev, and it should be on that website here in the near future.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on the email from Pat's team so I can do the Google form, because it's already been known. I've already announced it. Pat already gave me the blessing. I will be a featured creator there.
Oh, so boy.
So I'm just waiting on like the Google form for his team and some other steps, because like you, I bought my tickets in the pre-sale.
Right.
So there's some extra steps that we got to do, because I don't want to. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that part, so I won't. But pretty much, I'm just waiting on some extra steps. And
nobody watches this show.
Yeah, we say that now. How much merch you bringing? I'm not bringing a whole lot of merch because most of my merch is on my website, and I don't make it. It's all made to order.
Yeah.
So, but I do have some of those leftover shirts that I made myself. I have some of those left over. I'll probably bring those to Card Party if I do anything.
Nice.
But I'm selling those cheaper than anything else.
I wanted to set up a Teespring. So I set up a Teespring, and I didn't understand the assignment when it came to creating the URL. So my URL, I included, t.spring/my name.
Yeah.
And so it's t.spring/t.spring/my name, and it's the most obnoxious looking URL ever. And once you make it, you can't change it, and I can't. But I want it all attached to my email address, so it's just like, okay, I guess I've got this.
You said t.spring or t?
Hold on, let me see what I gotta find it. Hold on. I don't even have anything for sale yet. I haven't even created like the actual store yet. I just have the URL.
I want Poketrev.
Yeah.
Google.
Continue with Google. Hold on, let me. All right, stores. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Hold on.
Drop it in the chat so everyone can link it, can see it. I gotta add John Jones to my top 5. Top 5 what? How much? Favorite 5 professional sports players. Asked Tyler. I don't have any. I don't watch sports enough to have a list.
Drew Brees is on that list. This is in no particular order, Ty. I'm gonna say Drew Brees is 100% on there. I really like, dude. I mean, Palomalu is probably one of the most incredible, like just the most dynamic players I've ever seen. Big fan of Peyton Manning, especially just, what he's doing after the NFL, like watching him and Eli call the games is amazing. Hate Tom Brady, and I hate the Patriots from that era, just like I hate the Kansas City Chiefs in this era. Palomalu. I was watching the video today from when he got the full story about that. That's what reminded me to tell you, or to mention to you, I'd love to see Troy Polamalu come on the program. I'm a big fan of CJ Stroud. I really think he's probably one of the most mature rookie quarterbacks I've ever seen. So I'm a big fan of CJ Stroud, and I loved I'm going to say probably it's a toss-up. So I like J.J. Watt a lot. But I'm going to go with Scott Fajita. He was a defensive player for the Saints during our Super Bowl era. And he was a big part of our success. So that's my top 5.
What about the pitcher from the Diamondbacks? I think where he killed the bird. Something Johnson.
that guy's a legend. Oh, yeah. Here we go. All right. So okay. So my I'll drop it in the chat, but I got to read this out loud first to you in the chat. It is Pokatrev creator springcom.creator-spring.com. So there you go. That's going to be my merch website once that opens up.
But that is.
I thought you had to have creator-spring.com behind it. I thought I was writing out the full URL. It was one of those dumb moments, man, where I did the dumb thing, and now I have to. That's my dumb URL for my dumb merch store. You know, I give up.
Mine is very simple. It's my username.com. that's all it is.
That's amazing. I'm going to do that. Which platform did you use?
I use Teespring.
What? Why did it make me do this stupid name?
But I also bought the URL. That's
you bought the URL. Okay, yeah. All right. That makes sense. I mean, I should probably buy Pokatrev.com.
Yeah. But 15% off if you use code RIGHTSHOE, 10% off if you use Mullet Gang. Just saying.
Hey. Yeah. 50% off if you use code Pokatrev.
Yeah, you can try to use it.
Yeah, I mean, nobody else has tried it yet, so you don't know that it won't work.
Yeah, you don't know.
Let's see. Do we have any more questions in the chat? Yeah, chat, ask us stuff. I know we've definitely experienced a drop off because Ryan's premiere started 15 minutes ago, but that's okay. We're just gonna keep plugging away.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep plugging.
Yeah, we're having fun. So Chip Champ wants to know top 3 Pokemon that evolve at least once, excluding the original 3 starters. So Chip Champ, I don't know if you're still in the chat or not, but would you like that to exclude all starters?
I would say that's all starters.
Yeah, all right. All right, so but he's saying besides the original 3, I'm not going to use the starters because I feel like that is a little bit cheap. Although I would say that number 1 with the bullet is going to be probably Typhlosion out of the starters because Typhlosion was my go-to in silver version. But yeah, all right. So you're the guest. You give us your 3 evolving Pokemon. I'm gonna step away for just a second.
He says Luxray, Torterra, and Garchomp.
I love all 3 of those choices. Those are beautiful choices.
Where'd you go?
I had to step away for a second. Just give me a second. You're good. Just run the show. Take your 3. Think nice and hard.
Obviously number 1 has to be Raichu. That's a given. Mascot of the channel, all that fun stuff. Number 2 would I love Hawlucha, but that doesn't evolve. Ooh, there's so many good Pokemon that don't evolve that I love, but Flygon is going to be on the list. Ooh. And I'm going to go with Gengar, number 3. That's what popped in my head first besides Beedrill. So I'm going to go with Raichu, Flygon, and Gengar as my top 3. Bay Showcase says, I'm still here. Are you Bay? Are you at you? I was going to call him Eric again just because it's funny to me, but his name's Eddie.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Eric. I think he had it legally changed.
Because I've got it incorrect. It's now Eric.
So it's Eric Bay Shokase is his actual full name.
Shokase.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a at the end.
A hyphen.
And just it's an accent on the A and the E.
Yeah.
So it's Eric Bay Shokase. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to say, and this is in no particular order. Also, I would like to actually, before I get into my answer, this is an opportunity for me to absolutely go off on the most frustrating name scheme for me in all of Pokemon history, because you have, and this all goes through into a dragon lineup, but you have Bagon, Shelgon, then Salamence.
Yeah,
could be Bagon, Shelgon, then Flygon instead of Trapinch. Vibrava and Flygon. Like, come on. Trapinch, Vibrava, Salamence, cool. Bagon, Shogun, Flygon, come on. Like,
I love the people that were like, yeah, that was supposed to be the names, and it's like, no,
it wasn't. It's not like it wasn't like the what was the design for Venomoth, or no, yeah, Venomoth. Like that was. There was supposed to be there was some.
Oh, they think Butterfree and Venomoth were supposed to be opposites too.
Yeah, there's something like that. But regardless, no, yeah, they just Pokemon Company, they
know what they're doing.
They do. They suck sometimes. I love them. But yeah, for me, Gengar 100% on that list. I love, probably my favorite two-parter in the Indigo League series ever is the Sabrina episodes when Ash is going to find the ghost Pokemon and we get to meet Ghastly Hunter and Gengar. Just amazing. Fell in love with them immediately.
Of course, but that goes back to what you were saying about the Pokedex. Like, yeah, they're all cute and cuddly. Pokedex. Oh, I know, yeah. No, the hell they're not.
No, like, dude. Do you remember the Gengar arc in the manga?
Yeah, he straight up murders people.
He literally, a giant Gengar is just eating people's dreams, like just crushing people's minds. I need to go back and read Pokemon Adventure. It's probably been 10 years, but I have all of them on my my tablet. So I'm gonna go, obviously Gengar. Shut up. My Apple Watch decided to start talking to me. I'm gonna go with. Actually, I'm a big fan of. Oh, this is hard. Not having the stars. That's a really good gut punch. I like Altaria a lot.
Altaria is a good one.
Swablu and Altaria. Also, one of my favorite modern arts is the Altaria EX. Actually, I have it right here. Good friend of the channel got me this beautiful art case.
Those art cases are so good.
Dude, have you my Loudred? The Loudred is one of my favorite. This is probably my favorite card in all of Scarlet and Violet. This card is gorgeous. And then I have of course, I have the Giratina V in the extended art case, and it's a little CGC 9 slabby. And then I might have to go with. I want to try and pick something. Dude, Tyranitar. Yeah, the Larvitar line. I remember evolving my Larvitar up into a Tyranitar when I was playing Gold and Silver, and dude, that was the coolest Pokemon ever.
So this is one version of Gengar's Pokedex entry. To steal the life of its target, it slips into its prey's shadow and silently waits for an opportunity. How terrifying is that? It's he's a horror movie villain. He's just gonna wait until you're sleeping, hide under your bed. You can't see it because it's in a shadow, and then when you're sleeping, just I got you.
Gotcha.
It's terrifying. Tyler wants to know: F, kill, marry Sabrina, Agatha, Erica. All right, that's an easy one though, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's same.
Wait, but are we for the marry? Are you just going to marry them, or you can F them while you're married? Because some people play that rule. But I will. I'll marry Agatha. I mean, I'll marry Erica. marry Agatha, kill Agatha, and F Sabrina. That's an easy one.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
to all of that. So I let's see. I just pulled up the most horrifying Pokedex entries, and I'm not gonna go. Let's see.
Are we gonna make a game out of it and guess?
Yes. All right.
Okay. Let's see how good
Pokemon?
I am.
Who's that Pokemon? Oh no, that one's easy. If anybody, oh no, that one's easy too. Come on, that one's all right. Hold on.
Hold on. We gotta wait.
Yep, I want to find one. All right. It delivers headbutts with the water bubble on its head. Small Pokemon get sucked into the bubble where they
Biter.
Nope.
A Wacronid,
yep.
Something like that.
Yep. Yep, you're right there.
I knew it was one of those.
Yeah,
because that's the only Pokemon with a water bubble around their head.
Yeah. It glides soundlessly on pitch black wings and sinks sharp fangs into the throats of its prey. It takes on a look of satisfaction once it has entirely drained its prey of blood.
It's either Gligar or Gliscor.
Gliscor.
Yeah.
All right. It can drink more than 10 ounces of blood at once. If it has too much, it gets heavy and flies clumsily.
Gliscor again.
Nope.
Gligar?
Nope.
Another blood-drinking flying-type Pokemon?
Mm-hmm.
Who? Oh, Golbat.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. The moment this Pokemon finds someone who's emitting strong emotions, it will pummel them senseless with its braids to silence them.
With its braids? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I want to say Sylveon, but I don't think it's Sylveon. I'm gonna go with Sylveon.
Nope.
Pummels them
this
with.
This one's kind of a weird one. Kind of a weird curveball. Because I don't see it, but I mean, I'm reading the entry, but like.
What generation is it?
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me look at the number. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's Gen 8.
So it's from Galar Braids.
No, yes. Yeah, it's going to be from Galar.
What's a Pokemon with braids? Serena? No, because that's Gen 7. I don't know. I give up.
Hatchram.
Oh, okay. I can see that now that you say it. Howdy, partner, says Harry Snorlax.
Harry Snorlax, what's going on, brother? Welcome in. So let's see. All right. When dark mists emanate from its body, don't get too near. If you do, your nightmares will become reality.
Mist. That's not a Ghastly entry, is it?
No.
Nightmares. Oh, this is another good one. I don't know this one either.
Trying to remember. I think it is Gen 5.
Ooh, Gen 4 and 5 I mix up all the time just because
that's why like I
was drinking a lot back then. No, it's not Muna or Masharna because they're
Masharna.
Really they give them nightmares?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I did. That's the reason why I didn't guess them because they're not like ghosts or dark type.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Drew.
What? Oh, dream it. You'll be fine. You can hang out with all of us.
Yeah, you can hang out for a little bit.
Juan, good old Juan. I showed him the thumbnail that I was working on for tomorrow night's podcast, and he's like, "I can do better." I'm like, "I know you can, but you don't have to show me up every time."
Let's see.
Bye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night for sure. The pair's heading out.
Oh, the pair's heading out. All right. All right. Let's see. It has trouble drawing a line between friends and food. It will calmly try to melt and eat even those it gets along with well.
I think that was one of the ones I was talking about.
I think it may have been the one you were talking about, but this is crazy.
I don't think that's not a Snorlax though, is it?
No, it's not. It's not a Snorlax at all. I never would have guessed this. Never in a million years.
What is it again? It can't identify friends or food.
It has trouble drawing a line between friends and food. It will calmly try to melt and eat even those it gets along with well. Or gets along well with.
I want to say maybe Swirlix or what's the evolved form of Swirlix?
It's not just Swirpuff or
no.
Slurpuff. No.
No, it's not one of those two. Gulpin or Swalot?
Nope.
What's the typing?
Dragon.
A dragon that's going to eat something.
Shark fin. What's going
on? It's not Guzzlord, is it?
Nope.
Oh, I don't know who it is then.
Sliggoo.
Oh.
Dude, like I said, I never would have guessed it in a million years. I never would have guessed
it because he's so friendly in the anime.
I know. It's adorable.
He's friend-shaped for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. You just want to hug him. All right, here's a good one. If you are burned by the flames it shoots from its mouth, the pain will never go away.
That sounds like a Ninetales or a Vulpix entry.
Nope.
Burned by the flames from its mouth. There's so many fire type Pokemon that can belong to.
Yes.
Oh, let's go with. Is it a pre-evolution or full evolution?
It is a full evolution. It is a duo. It is a 2-part evolution. I'll give you that.
Ooh, let's go with. Is it a starter?
No.
Yeah. I was like, no, I don't want to pull up fire type Pokemon. 3-stage evolution.
2-stage.
2-stage evolution.
Yep, and it is the evolved form.
Pyroar?
No.
I don't know. I thought it was going to be a lot better than this. I guess not.
Houndoom.
Oh, damn. Yeah, no. Yeah.
I think that's the Hellhound Pokemon, yeah.
I think that is a somewhat modern entry, too. I want to say it's maybe I want to say like Gen 6 or 7.
Let me see, because it does give. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's gonna be the next one. It refers to this as the. No, this is from Pokemon Gold.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
I'm gonna go with this Pokemon. It's not. I'm just gonna go to it. Random.
All right, yep. Hit me with it.
Oh, come on. Let me. Are you not gonna? Oh, that's dumb. Okay, wait. I lied. It's so timid that it can't move unless it's with a swarm. It conveys its feelings through scent.
Combi?
Close. No. It is a bug type Pokemon.
Okay. Ooh. Give me the generation.
2.
Okay, Gen 2. Bug type Pokemon from Gen 2. Ladybug?
Yeah, Ladybug.
Yeah, Sweet Scent. That was its ability.
Yes.
Let's see. Can we pull a Charizard, chat? Got a Pikachu.
It chases down its prey in a pack. It will never disobey the commands of a skilled trainer.
Spirit?
No. It is a dark type Pokemon.
A dark type Pokemon. Oh, speaking of dark type Pokemon, I'm a boastive. Dark type Pokemon. Is it Houndour?
No. This one is Gen 3.
Gen 3. Oh, crap. Dude, Ruby and Sapphire messed me up because I have not gone back and played. I didn't play Omega Ruby and Omega Sapphire, so I have not played them since they came out.
I'll give you another clue then. It's another canine.
Poochyena?
Mightyena.
Mightyena. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah. Let's go. Oh, I think I saw one that might have a really good entry because of what it is. It attacks prey with a sweet-smelling saliva, then chomps down. It takes a whole day to eat its prey. Grass type from Gen 4. Hey, there we go.
There you go. There's a Raichu. Lapras. Oh, grass type from Gen 4. I didn't know ever any X. All right. Grass type from Diamond and Pearl. Big old teeth. Is it not poison? Cacnea?
No.
Damn, Sinnoh. Cacnea is also not from Gen 4.
No.
I think it's Gen 3. But I don't know.
It is Carnivine.
Gosh, I always forget Carnivine exists because I never caught one in the game.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's up there with like Pachirisu and like, I mean, I caught a Pachirisu, but it was like, it's just a useless, mouse electric type Pokemon.
Yeah. Let me do this.
All right, give me 2 seconds. I got to go help. Also, chat, just so y'all know, I know people were asking about it last week, last week, but we did get a new family dog. So I have to run upstairs real quick and grab some more toys for him because he's very uppity and antsy and playful. So
yeah, I'm going to hang out with chat for a little while.
Yeah. So I'm going to leave you guys in good, capable hands. They're strong hands. They're nice hands. Gonzo don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Too late. Harry Snorlax says, breathes fire from the mouth. Is it my wife? It could be your wife. I don't know. Not my wife. My wife is an angel. I think she can hear me. Dream of Collectibles says, okay, I sat down at the shop so I can hang out and watch. Oh, he must be at League Night, I'm assuming. Let's see. A hit. You are at League Night. Dream of Collectibles is asking Bay's Showcase. Yo, what up? Bay's Eric is asking Sharkfin Adventures how he's doing. Sorry, I was checking people in. I haven't been home all day, so I'm extra loopy, says Dream It. We like the loops, man. The loops are fun. The loops are what make people interesting. If they had no loops, it wouldn't be fun. What's going on at League Night, Juan? Any good players that we should hear about or know about? Yeah, Eric, I said it. I know you're not Eric. Calm down. Trevor says Dream. Let me go lurk into a Discord really quick. I want to see who's in there. I'm being nosy. I like being nosy. It's fun. Where is it? I'm surprised there's not one. Yeah. Not yet. Just getting fun. Are you the Pokemon professor for the League Night, Dream? Or are you just hanging out? You just like to go there and hang out, maybe play a round or two? Do any of you guys still play the game? That'd be interesting to know. I play every once in a while, but I'm terrible at it. The worst. Yeah, you're the judge. That's what I figured. I rule this league with an iron fist. I think he says. What format are you guys playing tonight? Standard? I'm assuming standard because I'm assuming this is for league points if you're running the league. I Thanos snap people who are naughty. I mean, good. They shouldn't be playing anyways. Probably a lot of kids playing there right now. Did I freeze on your guys' end too? Okay, good. No more frozen faces. Standard league position. That's what I assumed. Isn't there a rotation about to happen, or did it already happen for the cards? Because I'm waiting for the Mew and the Giratina to phase out. They're good decks. Lost Box is amazing. It's won a couple of championships, but I think it's run its course. I want to play, but I don't know what to use. Meta decks, just random cards, and see what happens and throw everyone off. I think that's normally what I do. I think that's next month. Okay, cool. Son of a Merc, that's normally what I do too, because I just like to have fun with cards that I like and I like to play with. Luckily, the cards that I liked at the time were Raichu, Raikou, and Miraidon. Big electric type guy, if you guys can't tell. I just got lucky that they were part of the meta for a little while. Next month. Suns just play rogue decks. Oh, okay. Son of a Merc, just play rogue decks. Snorlax stall is hella fun. I've seen a lot of people in the format right now playing with the Snorlax stall decks from what set is it from? It's not from any of the Scarlet and Violet sets. Spam it, yeah. Spam everything. Superfly says spam. I like spam. Do you guys like spam? I don't know what to talk about because I can't see his part of the chat. Gonna have to build the Ninetales EX deck, of course. Yeah, why not? If it's fun, it's fun. That is funny because I started playing a while ago, building up random decks, and not one was only running a specific type, so it stays in rotation. Yeah, spam. I think spam and eggs is my favorite thing to go to. Spam and rice is pretty good. Maybe it's because I married a Filipino, so that's all we have is rice. But yeah, spam and eggs, fantastic. Over easy, of course. Get the yolk a little runny. Good stuff. Seven people are here. Oh, I can't share my screen with you guys because he has to give my screen permission. So I can't look anything up for you guys at the moment. What's some questions you guys have for me that's not in the Q&A? Specifically for me because I can't answer for Trev since he's not here. Do I? I don't think I have any packs in arm's reach. Honestly, I like to cut spam thin slices and cook it like chips. I've never tried that. I may have to because that sounds pretty good. Spam chips. I'll ask ChatGPT to build me a deck. I wonder, will they build you a Pokemon deck? Let's find out. Oh, yeah, they gave me a 60-card deck, but none of them are legal for use. Vivid, they're giving me some Vivid Voltage cards, Unbroken Bonds, Rebel Clash, Unified Minds, Lost Thunder. Yeah, I don't think any of those are legal for play at all. Not even a little bit. Because I asked ChatGPT, can you build me a 60-card deck for legal use in Pokemon? So they did not give me anything. I got Breakpoint and Roaring Skies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are not legal decks. Oh, question. Tell me about the time you felt like you almost super degen on packs. You almost super... I don't know. Probably when I go buy cards in general because I spend way too much money I shouldn't be spending on cards that I probably will not open anytime soon. But as far as opening stuff that I shouldn't have, I don't know. If I'm going to open it, I'm pretty comfortable on the loss I'm going to take from it because I know at this point everything's a gamble. For Valentine's Day, my wife and I opened up a small but mighty box, and apparently those are running $200 now. We got them for retail, but it is what it is. We opened that box. Of course, we didn't make $200 back, but we made a decent amount back. Actually, my wife has really good hands. She opened up some really good cards. They're off onto the keep for later to grade pile. She got a crimped card, which for some reason, I don't know. I didn't know crimped cards were such a valuable market, but I got a lot of people asking me about it and they want it. But it's my wife's, so I can't give it away. I can't sell it. If I do trade or sell it, it's going to go to Opossum Bud or Vision Games because they kind of called dibs first. So they will get first crack at it.
And I'm back.
You are back.
I am back. Yep. Psycho Puppy. He has effectively destroyed his bed already. So I had to go grab the rest of his toys from our car. All right. Let's see.
The error card, It was fun. I don't know if I would call it an error card, though, because it's not. It's just damage. A crimp card is a damaged card.
Yeah, it's not. So I think there's a lot of like misnomers from people. Hey Juan, yeah, I'm back, buddy. I think a lot of people just like scream error, like when there is a damage at it. Like, no. An error card is like the 2 Gengars that Ryan pulled from Phantom Forces. That was like, dude, those
are errors.
Those were error cards.
Yeah,
like
things missing letters. They're missing hollow patterns.
Right, yeah. They have like, okay, so the was it the
like
the cigarette stain ones from Fossil? You know, the Hitmonlee that's got just the giant brown stain on it.
That's an error.
Yeah, that's an error. Like, no, like the crimped cards, that's just, dude, that's a miscut.
Just damaged cards.
That's just a damaged, if you want to call it anything other than damaged, it's a miscut, I guess. Yeah. But
and that's not even that though, because it's crimped from them packaging.
Right, yeah.
It's just a damaged card.
Yeah, it's a damaged card.
Yeah,
you know, like super OC cards, that could be an error. But you have like the Blaine Charizard, one of the most famous error cards from back in the day. So much so that like the corrected version was actually the rarer version because they did just such a small print run after that fact. So if you find the corrected version, that's actually the harder to find one. All right, so let's see.
Yeah, don't like, that's cool that you have a few crimped cards, but I agree. Like, I wouldn't call them errors; they're damaged cards.
Right.
I can bring them along if you want to bring them when to the show. That's fine. I've always heard them called crimped as error cards, and I think that's just because people assume error with money. So when they see an error card or a damage card, they're like, "Oh, it's an error." It's not. It's something done on accident. I do have a few cards that are super OC, so OC.
Okay, well, that's gonna happen.
It depends on how off-centered it is, if I would call it an error or not. Because if we're calling off-centered cards error cards, every card that gets a 9 out of 10 on Beckett or PSA, those are technically errors because it's
they have to. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Aiden, I mean, they're gonna fuss at each other.
I think oh no, I don't. It's over here now.
They were fighting him, or were they scratching him, and he didn't like it? Aiden, okay, she was in here and he was up there, buddy. Yeah. They're gonna.
For you guys who haven't seen it yet, this is the card that came out.
She's gonna
damaged error card. Well, there's small crimping at the top. That's it's not an error, it's just where it got crushed.
Aiden, he's gonna be fine.
Just like... Hey, real quick, you're not muted, right?
I did not know that.
Yeah, for the people who do collect them, though, that's on you guys. But I'm not going to go out of my way to spend money on extra money on a card that's damaged. But that's me. According to Google, a crimp is still a type of damage, and if you have a damaged card, you will have to find someone interested in collecting cards that have mistakes or have been damaged. These collectors are typically drawn to items with a unique story behind them, and many will be willing to pay a premium. So that's the definition to Google. I kind of agree with it. It's a damaged card. It's not an error. They didn't do it on accident or on purpose kind of situation. But there's not an interesting story behind it. They put the card in the pack. The card got a little too loose, got a little too close to the top, and it got crimped. But another thing, according to Google, if you ask it, what is a crimp error in the Pokemon TCG? A crimped and cut cards so misaligned in the pack wrapper that they were cut with the booster pack. Yeah, that's not an error. It's an error to me would be something on the print facility. These cards often were not cut all the way, leaving behind a cut mark or sometimes a double crimp from the second pack. That's probably what it was. I wouldn't consider them error though. Good old Google and their definitions. You guys have any other definitions you want me to look up? I can look some up for days. There he is. He's back. The dog. You're muted now too. You're still muted. You're still muted.
I know.
Oh, okay.
that was
it took me a while. I'm like, oh, that's why he's muted. Got it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, of course, like I didn't even realize I still had my AirPods in, so I went upstairs. It disconnected me from this microphone, connected me to my AirPods. So
yeah.
That'll be a fun one. We'll edit that in post.
Yeah, you see why I was confused? Some say errors and some not, since it's damage.
I mean,
yeah.
If you send it off to PSA or CGC, they're going to call it an error. But is it an error? Not really. It's a damaged card.
Yeah, like I'm gonna grade the card, and if I sent it to CGC, it'll probably get a fair grade because they're gonna call it an error. But right. I don't care for that. Like it's not an error; it's a damage. So I'm gonna send it off to PSA, and they're either not gonna grade it because of that, or they're gonna grade it and they're gonna give it like a 4 or 5 because it's damaged, and I'm okay with that. Because I can still sell it in the case as a PSA 5 and be like, yeah, it's a 5 because it's crimped, and some like idiot on Google who's going to pay me a premium for it.
Yeah. For my damaged PSA 5.
I don't think PSA calls it an error. They probably just call it damage.
I think I'm pretty sure they call it damage.
Yeah.
Do they call it an error, Bay? I don't know.
I don't think so, because PSA doesn't recognize error cards like CGC does.
Right. Well, it's because nobody does anything as stupidly as CGC does.
What do you mean? That's why Shiny Vert's never been blocked from them.
Ayo.
Shiny Vert. Yeah, that was... Take down the video. Nah. Just block me.
No. Yeah, just... So apparently, as of January... Well, okay. All right. So it's a black dot error Charizard from base set. All right. Okay. So, I mean, they're scratch error. Okay. So they got stain error, which, the stain errors, those are pretty cool.
Yeah. Base Showcase says, I stand by calling them errors at times, but agree with you as it's in damage. Maybe viewed as an error since it should have been caught in quality assurance. But how are you going to catch it? But that's
that's
quality assurance.
That's that is the machine stamping down. They are. Ooh, sticker.
Ooh, a sticker. yeah.
I'm sitting here cracking open mini tins.
Yeah. Q&A won't catch that one. It's already in the pack. It's already been sealed. It just got crimped in the thing.
Yeah. What happened?
You have a pack of cards. Yeah, that.
When they did this right here, so instead of the cards being down here, like in the middle of the pack, they got caught up at the very tippy top, and the machine went quick, and it squeaked down onto the cards.
What about the cards that are hella dark, or the ones that are super light, like they have an issue with the saturation? Are they considered errors? I would consider those errors more than...
I'd say 100% that's more of an error. And I mean, again, that harkens back to, you look at like the cards with hollow bleed, or just like the hollow pattern is completely shifted off of the card. Like that's an error. Like that's a print error.
Yeah.
That is not a machine error. Like, I mean, it's a machine error, but it's not like the packaging of the pack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those are definitely more errors. Ooh, what'd you find? What'd you get?
It's probably a baby shiny. But if it's not a baby shiny, then it's an SAR. So that'll be neat. All right, I'm trying to. My camera's a little off kilter right now, and it's weird for me. I don't necessarily like opening cards like this. This is objectively the worst way to open up cards. Oh,
there it is, baby Kadabra.
We'll take that. We take those. All right.
Absolutely. So some crimp errors are because the cards are not cut right, though. like a crimp error that has a piece of another card attached to it.
Well, that's not a crimp error. That's a massive print error.
Yeah, that's also a that is a legitimate miscut because it's a full size card, but it's two different cards. That means somewhere on the line that was cut incorrectly, and that should have been caught in QA, but it wasn't.
Sure, yeah. But I mean, you look at all of like the all of the off center stuff, like, you know, there's stuff that should be caught in QA and it's just not. But I mean, at the same time, you have to remember
they're how many cards are going to get through there?
They're printing hundreds of thousands of cards an hour, give or take. I know Rev did a really cool video on I can't remember when that was, but he did a really cool video on like the process of creating the cards.
Yeah.
And like all of that. And I mean, dude, the process is intricate, but it's really like, it is fascinating to see that happen. And you know, sometimes stuff just falls through when you're putting out as much product as they're putting out.
I know.
Are you able to bring it to stage?
That's not the one I want.
Okay. Are you able to bring it onto stage, or do you need me to do it?
I needed you to do it.
Okay. Let me know, and I'll
Bay, this is a error. This would be an error to me. This would be a miscut error to me.
Where the hell?
And this is probably the one you're talking about. There's two different cards on here. Like,
oh yeah,
this is a miscut. This is not off center. This is straight up a miscut.
Hey, a little full art Nimona.
Ooh, nice Nimona. Yeah,
I have the SAR, so now I have both. I love me some full art trainers.
And but I still wouldn't pay $500 for this.
No, that's absolutely insane.
Yeah. What else is up here? Nothing. Just
go to sold listings. Let's see how many of these sell.
That's okay. I gotta stop sharing the screen really quick. Oh, hold on. Before I go to sold listings, I'm calling bullshit on this one.
Okay.
Because we all know that Pokemon does not do square cuts.
Yeah.
And this guy is apparently calling square cut.
Did this guy pull?
Oh, see, these are crimps. To me, that's what it looks like. Like, because yeah, like he probably got one of those little. I don't have one in the room right now, but like one of those little cutters where you put it inside, then you roll something over it and it cuts it.
Yeah.
He probably did that. I don't think he did that. He has some crimp cuts, off centers. Like this guy probably thinks off centers are error cards.
Right.
Extreme hollow.
Now that is extreme hollow bleed. That's kind of impressive.
Yeah. Scratches. See, like that's not a damage card though.
No.
That's a damage card. That's not.
Yeah, dude. That is. You put your base set Charizard in your pocket, and this is what you have left.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm calling BS on this guy. What else is over here? How do I look up for sold listings for?
Just go to last sold, or go to I'm calling bullshit on everybody that told me these mini 10 per stack.
Yeah. Anytime something is a square cut or a cut, I'm calling BS on it.
Yeah, unless it's a diamond, square cut is a lie.
Yeah.
But dude, this Gengar is one of my favorite cards from Shiny Trade or Paldea Fates.
Yeah. No, see these are errors. Computer error. Well, if I can click on them and share it, I'll do it. But like no hollow, no symbol.
Yes.
That's an error.
Yes.
This one sold for 99 cents. Computer error number 16. Oh, that's the card.
Oh, that's just the name of the card.
Yeah. No symbol.
And there were a lot of the no symbol cards back in the day.
Off center to the right. That's not an error. It's just off center. Magikarp reverse hollow near mint. That's okay. I don't know why that's there. Hollow stamp dot error. There's a dot error on this one.
There are a lot of those too. I know. I have a lot in base set.
Nintendo error. What's a Nintendo error?
Is it missing like the?
I don't know. It's I don't know what it's the ancient Mew. I don't know what they're looking for.
Oh geez.
Severe error.
Severe error.
It's not an error. It's just another. Oh yeah, it's really off centered, but I wouldn't call it an error.
Yeah.
Shadowless error card. No, it's shadowless. It's not. Yeah. Well, if we're gonna start calling shadowless cards from base set an error, then that's all of them are errors.
Yeah,
that's just how they were printed.
The design. Yeah, that's what they made them. Yeah, base set shadowless was. I mean, first
CGC
print run, obviously. Plus
Black Star Aoki error Pokemon card. What's the error on that Zapdos? Because I have one right here in front of me. Oh, you can't see it.
I love those promos. The 3 birds.
Yeah.
Is that from the movie?
Yeah, it's from one of the movies. Error illustration. Is he? Do I have a $36 card in my hand? Is Dashoni Aoki not the illustrator?
I don't know.
I have an error card.
Hey.
Oh, I have a $36 error card.
If you get it in a CGC Pristine or Perfect 10,
I can. Yeah, I don't care enough. I'm still gonna send it off to PSA.
Right. Oh, hey, we got a Bisharp, Baby Shiny. And his research. Good old size
prices are crazy on them. Yeah, some of the prices are crazy on them. The severe error card has extra words at the very top, the tiny writing. It's a start. You're going to see a lot of those errors happen at the start of the page and the bottom of a page. And
right, yeah.
The severe error card has. Oh, okay, I just read that one. Ancient Mew has like 4 different versions. One is an error because of the wording on the bottom, I believe. Oh, okay, that's probably what it was.
Okay,
then.
Interesting.
Yep.
Speaking of errors, let's talk about the errors of people's ways. So, I know we have.
We got so concerned about this, we forgot about.
I know.
Good old half-baked Jake at this point.
Oh man, so yeah, and I know, like you said, you have what amounts to probably somewhat of a hot take, but I think that we're both kind of we're gonna fall similarly on this because I'm not overly familiar with Jake's content, but I've watched a decent amount of it, and I mean, right. I think. I know that he's had some takes that I didn't love, but I always kind of appreciated that he's been very steadfast. Like he stands behind what he's been saying.
Yeah,
exactly. And whether you love him or hate him, you got to respect that because we have so many other creators in this sphere who I will not name. I'm afraid it'll summon them. It'll just summon them, and I just can't. I can't handle that. But it's disingenuous, man, and that's just such a shame because, why? Dude, if you're in it for the money, say you're in it for the money. And it's fine. It's fine. Just say that, dude. You're gonna still go on Whatnot and make your bag, but. Just tell everybody that you're in it for the money. Otherwise, you would have done this on your channel. Like Nick said in his video, you can do box breaks on your channel, on your YouTube channel, have that same experience, that thrill of opening and experiencing the cards right there together. But you can have all that. Dude, that's how I got Pokavault helped inspired me to become a content creator. I don't do box breaks. I don't do pack breaks. I probably never will, because posting shipments stresses me out. I'm not against them buying Stretch the Imagination. I buy into them occasionally. I'll buy into Sean's. I go into Sniff McRib. He's another mod in Vault Discord. He has a Twitch channel, and we hang out there on Thursday nights, Saturday nights, and we all it's a group of like 15, 20 of us that are in there. We buy from his shop, and he rips our packs, and then give them to us. But yeah, I enjoy that interaction. I enjoy hanging out with my friends, and with a friend of ours opening our packs. There is fun to be had there. However, if you're going to spend so much time saying just knocking that trend, that is cool and all, but whenever you finally decide that you're going to do it, do not sit there and pretend like you just figured out that there's fun to be had with it. No, dude.
Yeah.
No.
It's and that's where I agree with Son of Merc. Son of a Merc did an amazing video on it. It's very short. It's
Did
like
you?
5 minutes long.
See it. I need to see it.
Yeah.
I will absolutely go watch that after that.
And he kind of he doesn't criticize any of the other content creators who made a video about Jake. He doesn't even criticize Jake himself. But I do agree with him. It's like if you're gonna make the money, make the money. There's nothing wrong about it.
Yeah.
It's the words he used in his video that's rubbing people the wrong way.
Right.
Like and we talked about it beforehand. He probably signed an NDA that he can't talk about certain things of Whatnot.
Which is how business deals work. Like that's how business deals work.
Absolutely. He's not like you and I who are going to go on Whatnot and sell stuff. He's a well-known, established content creator in the Pokemon community, and they're going to pay him for his name. The other thing that today Base Showcase brought it up. He made a video today answering questions, and I put it in air quotes because he didn't really answer any questions. He just deflected everything, and even in his comment section, he's still deflecting people's questions. And he should just come out and say, hey, I signed an NDA. I can't talk about certain things. One person was like, you keep dodging the main question, and that's how much they paid you. That shouldn't be a question at all, because we know we know he's getting paid. We know it's a lot. What we should be concerned about is his integrity got bought. Right. That's what we should be concerned about. And and the video he taught, he's like, I'm only going to be selling 40 packs of cards and this and that. I'm like, no, you're not.
No, dude.
You're not. Whatnot is not going to allow you to just sell 40 cards and then peace out, because there's that you have a large enough following where someone will buy all 40 cards in one go. Well, I mean, and then he's like, well, I'm going to give stuff away too. It's like, okay.
Well, yeah, of course you are.
He made up bullshit excuses on why he was like, I'm not going to open up a store. I'm never going to do it. This is too much of a hassle. I'm like, man, you are well enough that you can have a team help you do it.
Oh, 100%.
It's not that hard. It's not that crazy.
Yeah.
He's just making an excuse to make it seem like, oh, well, he was like, they helped me with all this. Well, no, it's the same exact thing as if it was on YouTube and you had your own store.
You had your own team. Yeah. Like, I mean, dude, you can have a team of mods who is close. Like, I mean, all of my mods, they're all my BS friends on the internet, but but regardless, no, dude, he's a very established member of this community. And
it's the fact that he backtracked on his words is the reason why people are upset.
Dude, and it just sucks, man. And it, Shiny Vert, his video, I have not watched Rock Sandy's yet, but Rock Sandy's has the best title, and I look forward to hearing his take the most, just because I always enjoy Rock's takes. We were talking before the show started, and for his age, Rock Sandy is probably one of the most mature, most thought-provoking members of the commentary and journalistic style in this community, and I love his stuff.
Absolutely.
But Shiny Vert, watching his video and getting some inside baseball, finding out that he can't say and won't say which whether or not it was Whatnot or Drip, but I'm going to assume it was Whatnot.
It's probably both.
It was, but I mean, the fact that they went to him and were like, hey, we're going to throw this amount of money at you. And Shiny Vert, I mean, he's not a small creator, but he's not as big as Jake. So you got to imagine that, because again, he said in his video, he looked at that number and thought about it. And I don't blame him for that. And I mean, dude, we're
I'm gonna be honest. If they threw a number at me, I'll probably be like, "Oh man, if you supply it, I'm in." Because that's the other thing. Like we know they're gonna supply the product to him.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, dude, you're not going out and buying your own boxes if they're sponsoring you.
Yeah, and then that's the other thing. Usually, because someone, because they're in the Critical Hit podcast Discord, like we're like they're watching this like a hawk because it's something we could talk about. It's something Roxanne, the Opossum, Shinyvert can make more content on, and that's great content because people deserve to know what's going on. And one of his commenters was like, "So you're telling us you're not gonna sell a $2 to $3 booster pack for $5?" And he completely deflected, and he was like, "Well, I'm only going to sell like 40." And it's like, you're not answering the questions, man.
No.
Are you going to? Who's setting the prices? If he's setting because he even in his first video, he was like, "You don't always know who you're going to buy from because it's like they're not all reputable sellers."
Yeah, you're buying
so you're telling people you're the reputable seller.
Yeah.
Cool. How much are you selling this product for?
Right.
Like, yeah.
Are you doing the Whatnot thing, which is auctions? That's the thing. Like, I mean, dude, people.
Yeah, he said. I think in the video he did today, he did a few auctions. Yeah. So he's he's a great politician. He's an
amazing politician. Twice fake Jake for president, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Drip was talking to a bunch of people recently, right?
Well, I know. So I know Pat's done collaborations with Drip in the past.
But collaborations is different, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. He's not like an exclusive vendor. No, like he did charity streams with them.
Yeah, he does charity. Of course, they're going to pay Pat too, but that's just like, but that's for his name. Like, hey, we want you on here to help sell products, and that's different than like, hey, we want you here to stream.
Yeah,
and they probably have done that to Pat too, but they're
going to put his ass to work, dude. Like, because it's not like Bert's video. He said like you have to stream for X amount of hours a day, X amount of days a week, and that's how they're going. Like this is a job now. Like his job is
he just signed. Yeah, he just made a contract to be a Whatnot employee. Yeah. Nonetheless, he got like that Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, the Rock status, where it's like, yeah, I'll sign a multi-million-dollar contract, but I'm only going to work like 2-3 times a month, or
that's not how that works, my dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I would love to see his contract, but again, it's probably an NDA along with it, where he's like, yeah, but I'm not going to download Whatnot to check it out. I'm just
hell no. So I will say, like in my early days, I used I bought on Whatnot. I did have a guy, like there was a streamer, and it is, and even Nick mentioned it in his video. Like there have been good people on Whatnot. Like it is, but the stigma with it is just so
bad,
terrible.
It's so bad.
Like, dude, there is just no coming back. Like I'll never use it again, and I don't care how well I know you. Like if any of my friends went to Whatnot, you're still my friend. Do your thing. Sell on Whatnot. I'm not going to support you there. Like I'm not going to do that.
I have used Drip in the past though. I was using Drip when Whatnot started to get like this is disgusting. But now Drip's doing the same thing. Drip is just as bad as Whatnot.
Do you know who one of Drip's top creators is?
No, I don't, because I don't use it anymore.
My voice crack came out because I uninstalled. So I downloaded Drip because one of Pat's Pat announced something in the Discord, in the DPM Discord, and I downloaded Drip because I wanted to go check out.
It's Parapod.
It's absolutely Parapod.
When I had Drip, it was literally just Pokemon cards. That was it. Yeah. Then like when you open it up, there's like maybe 5 to 6 streamers at a time with like 10 to 15 people in each stream. Yeah, when I left Drip, they were doing Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, sports cards, shoes, Funkos. I was like, this is getting out of hand. And like one guy went into, he was like, yeah, if you're just viewing a view, you got to get out. Only people out in the chat are people who are on auctions, are active in the buying process. I was like, no, I'm out. Yeah. This is if you're telling the people to leave, Like, no, man, I'm a first time visitor. Let me look at what you got.
Dude, yeah, let me feel it out, man. Like, So
I haven't had drip in like 2 years.
Yeah, Pearpod is like one of the lead creators on Drip, and that was enough for me. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I downloaded this, support Pat. I did that. I did the thing that I wanted to do, and support a creator I believe in. And I forgot I had it installed, and I just got a random notification. It's like, Dr. Applesauce 2 is going live with his stream. I'm like, no,
how dare you? Yeah, I was out.
Well, I've never pulled the chute faster. Like,
you jumped out of the plane, you're like, nope, you almost got caught in the propeller.
Dude, I could not uninstall that app quicker. I'm just like, bro. And it's even funnier. So my going back to, you know, my starting content creation, I've been doing this over a year now, and it's been just such an amazing and wild ride. And I look back and I can't even believe how I got to where I am today. Like, I can't believe that I've gotten to where I am today, and just like how quickly, etc. But I actually knew of Pearpod well before I encountered Nick's content, and well before I knew anything about him, because early on, sub 100 subs, I picked up a couple of Hidden Fates ETBs for $100 a pop at a card show. So I'm a mall manager.
Yeah,
I'm the GM for a mall. And we have a bi-monthly sports card show, but they have a lot of people that sell Pokemon there. And I had just started my channel, and I came across, I'd been back in the hobby for, 8 months at this point. And when I dove back in, I was just like, I'm going to start researching and learning about everything. And as soon as I got into Pokemon Go, and I'm looking at all these awesome tag team sets, I'm like, wow, all these Sun and Moon sets are when I wish I was here. So I got these 2 Hidden Fates ETBs for about $100. And I was anxious about them because, I'm just like, I don't know, I'd never made any big purchases yet, and it was buying it from a person that I'd seen at the shows a couple times before, but I just wasn't sure. So I immediately went on YouTube. I'm like, how do you find out if an ETB is resealed? Like what are the top 5 signs? And it was a video of his. And it was actually a Hidden Fates ETB that he was going through. And it was very informative. I was just like, oh my gosh. So he got a sub from me pretty much immediately. Not that I actually I didn't watch anything after that. I literally watched the one video, but it really was it was a helpful, informative video. And it's so interesting to me that the first interaction I have with Dr. Pearpod is very it's like, oh, I'm trying to help educate and, community something, because it was something from 3 years ago. It was an old video, 2 years ago. It was a very old video of his. Right. And then the next thing I see is him opening up the Crown Zenith a month early, and it's like,
oh okay. Yeah, what?
And that was and once again, this is still before I had found Nick's content, and so I went down the rabbit hole. And that's how I found out about Nick. And then I found out about Pearpod, and I found out about Seismic Shock. And I'm just like, what is going on? I was so floored when I found out that this guy was
defending a thief.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's just like, whoa. Well, because he was a thief himself, man. He opened up that Zenith knowing damn well it was
no hesitation. Yeah.
Dude, no problem whatsoever. In his video, he's just like, yeah, I'm sure it's probably not legit, but
Rip Shock. Seismic Shock was, he left because he wasn't making the money he was a year ago.
Right.
Yeah. And when I first started my channel was around the same time he started his channel.
Right.
And he started out doing father-son content. He was using his son hard.
Yeah.
In the beginning. And then I don't know what happened, but his son's wasn't involved anymore. And then I think I unsubscribed within 6 months.
Yeah.
His content just wasn't for me.
Right.
And then a couple years go by, a year or two go by, I find Nick's channel, and I'm like, oh, what's going on with this guy? And then it's he's ripping on Seismic. I'm like, I kind of remember this guy. And then I'm looking oh, wow, he turned into a major tool.
Right. Yeah, he did, man.
Yeah, and now he's a red pill content guy. It's like,
dude,
good for you, man. Good for you, do you.
That video that Nick did, probably my top 5 favorite videos on YouTube I've ever watched. I could not believe that, like, it absolutely wrecked my world. Just hilarity. Just like, I mean, it made me laugh so hard. And it's so funny. And
did Seismic delete his YouTube channel?
No shot.
Because I just try to search it up in YouTube, and I know I spelled Seismic wrong, but there's I don't. Is it because I didn't put
Seismic Shock TV? Oh my gosh! Wait a minute, dude. Yeah, no.
I don't. Let me Google it. If I Google it, it will tell me.
The Passion Pulse? No, that's not. No, dude. Seismic Shock TV is not on YouTube anymore. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news.
I thought. Okay, hold on. I have to be spelling it wrong.
Dude, I don't. Dude, no, it is. I have done it all one word. I have spelled Seismic correctly every time.
Yeah, it's gone. He actually deleted it.
What?
Yeah, it takes me to something called the Passion Pulse.
Yeah, I know, and that's not even remote. That's not even remotely him.
No.
All right.
Because sup, dude, I make silly, cringe, filled, and fun Pokemon. If you don't smile or laugh. Okay, so I wonder if he just changed. No, that is his channel. Nope. So hold on, I'm going to show you something.
All right.
So the
Passion in the chat.
Pulse, yeah. So this is his channel. He just rebranded it because if you look up at you can't see the. Okay. Oh, you can't see the URL. The URL is youtube.com/seismicshock.tv.
But that's not him.
No, this isn't him. So I wonder if he sold his channel or if he sold.
Oh, no, so the URL I'm seeing is at the.passionpulse.
4 months ago. Your mental health. How long? March 15th, 2020. I'm pretty sure they just bought his URL.
That's crazy. I mean, it's all the same type of content. I mean, let's see. Is he still active on? I mean, he had a post on.
Okay, now when I clicked on a different link, so there's two links. One, Seismic Shock TV, the Passion Pulse, and then there's one when I click lower down, it's Seismic Shock, but it's 404 not found. So yeah, he deleted it.
That's crazy.
That's insane. Told you about it for 026, the Critical Hit podcast that one time. He sold it. Oh, did he? He probably, So there's probably a bunch of people who are sub to Seismic and is like, yeah, there it is. It says it doesn't exist. Yeah, Google his name. Yeah, I did Google his name. I did, and it was the Passion Pulse, and now it's 404 now. Can't be found. It's a little monkey with a magnifying glass. Yeah, that is nuts.
Dude, that's all right. Well, you know what? Like he got his bag.
Kudos to him.
Yeah.
He actually went through with it. I thought he would just fucking just let it roll because he can still get money from it.
Right, sure. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. All right. Oh, Oscar Quintana is in the chat. Hold on, I'm missing chat here. Yeah. So Oscar Quintana is here. Oh, the Rushmore Show. What's going on? That would be Kirk. The other half of the Rushmore Show is in the chat. Kirk, how are you doing, brother? I told Andy earlier I'm on the rewatch gang for y'all's live last night. Oscar Quintana. I mean, I'm gonna say sure. It's. I mean, I don't know that it's a good thing. I don't know if it's a bad thing. It's just a thing. Like, it is what it is. Like,
it is a good thing at the end of the day because we don't want that toxic stuff. Dream and click.
No, for
check
sure.
Your phone. Why am I checking my phone?
No, yeah, it is absolutely a good thing. It's a shame that that's what he became. But, at the same time, money does weird things to people. And that's what his whole thing was. Like, he just, God, he
So Dream It Collectibles Juan sent me something. He's like, "Hey, check your phone." So I checked my phone.
Yeah.
On his Instagram, it's so Seismic Shock TV.
Right. Yeah.
Last post was the of October of last year. But if you click on his little link page, where whatever it is, if you click on latest video,
it goes to YouTube. All right, I'm there. Yeah.
Yeah. If the owner of this video is granted you access, so it's private.
Yep.
But I wonder if that's just a default thing because you can't. Yeah, I wonder if it's a default thing because it's not a channel anymore.
Yeah, I mean, well, technically the URL exists.
It's probably not deleted. It's probably just deactivated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah, they probably bought the URL from him. Or bought the channel from him. Where is Rock? What is Rock doing? I mean, it's past his bedtime, but
I can message him.
He's probably over. Is Ryan still streaming? Or is he still doing his? I assume it's.
I went to that's the server earlier tonight. There's no podcast going on right
now.
Not
podcast. No, it's his pregame.
Oh, it's premiere.
Oh, it's over. Yeah, it's pregame, but it's over now. I figured everybody would come over here after that, but whatever. Forget me, I guess. Nobody likes us anyway. We're too cool for them. No. So his Red Pill account, I don't know if that was his Seismic Shock TV account.
No, it's a different account altogether.
Is it a different one? Oh, jeez. All right, dude. We're gonna fall down a rabbit hole together, chat. We're in it to win it right now.
I'm all about the rabbit holes.
Oh, me too, man. Like, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. I would really love to find. I would love to find out if he's still making content. Like, that's really just what I'm curious about. Dragon's Quest TCG, welcome in.
Son of a Merc says, what was his Red Pill account? His Red Pill account is like, he's a knockoff version of Andrew Tate. Like, he's taking other people's content and putting his own spin on it, but he's legitimately just taking full on people's scripts and just putting his face over it. Yeah. Seismic's dead. I'm happy he's broke street date. Oh yeah. He broke street date.
He didn't just break street date, he just stole. Like,
yeah, I know Awesome Bud would know who is what his Instagram content thing is. I have no idea what it is anymore. Because I don't care enough that much to follow him.
So, fun fact number 2, if you type Seismic Shock TV into the Google, it will say the a post on r/Pokemon card collectors from a year ago. Something about Seismic Shock on YouTube is fishy to me.
Oh, that is funny. It's number 2 on mine.
Yeah. Okay. So, but if you right underneath that is anyone watch Opossum Bud? PokeTuber who calls out others.
Yeah. Something about Seismic was fishing. I noticed something off. Oh, the wrapping's not on it. I'm pretty sure he reposted someone else's photo and claimed it to be his own for hype.
What? That doesn't.
Okay. Nothing to say except let's see the people talk. Yeah, you stole it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yo, okay. So, fun fact.
That's hilarious.
That's amazing. So, okay, what is this? Starstat.yt. Okay, I guess now it is his whoever owns it now, but it says the net worth of Seismic Shock TV's channel through 17th of February 2024 is $160,000.
That's a lot, but he's probably like he's doing a roofing business now or something like that.
Oh, okay, good for him.
Or he's a salesman, something like that. Son of a Merc down the Instagram page, not Ali Kazmi.
Oh yeah, because his name's Ali.
Yeah, I knew it was something Ali.
Not Ali Kazmi. Ali Kazmi. Okay. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh boy. Jesus first, father to a princess, helping you strategize the best ways to grow your socials. Apply today. Oh, we can apply today. Dude, we can apply today.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I'm not
dead driver. Undead, I love you so much. I'm learning so much about a dude I've never watched or kept up with tonight. You know what? It is. We are absolutly like this is.
There's
real
Rock.
time.
I summoned
There's
Rock
Rock
for you
Sandy.
guys. I summoned Rock for you guys. Yeah, Ali. Like one of the things that really made me upset with him, because I don't give a shit what you do with your content and with what you do, but
right.
People who know who he is and followed him for a while know he has a son. He started the channel with his son.
It's either his son or his daughter. Well, he has a daughter.
Yeah, but his daughter was way too young at the time. It was his son. I remember his son had nice long hair and it was good.
Right.
But he made a reel in his Not Ali Cosme account where he's like, like he totally just crapped on his ex-wife. I don't know why they got divorced. I don't care. It's not my business. That's their personal life. But when you put your daughter out there to be a tool and a prop for you and your Instagram, it's nonsense and it's disgusting.
Dude,
and I know my comment got deleted because there's only 4 comments on this reel now. And at the time when I wrote it, there was like 7. But I called him out. I was like, dude, that's disgusting. You're using your daughter as a prop. You have a son. You have I pretty much called him out. And I don't know if you're oh no, that's not the real. I wonder if he deleted it then, because he pretty much asked his daughter, and you know it's fake because of how it's staged and everything. He was like, who do you love more, me or mommy? That was the question. Who do you love more, me or mommy? He goes, and she stops. She's like, daddy, and they're like, you know it's fake. And I'm like, I was like, dude, that's this. And like in my head, like as a parent, that is disgusting. Like. In private, like in front of my wife, I would do that as a joke, and I would do it like, and if I do it behind her back, I would never do that on camera.
Pause real quick. I hate to stop you this, but we had to really go ahead and take 2 seconds to appreciate Chris Klein has entered the chat and immediately dropped
Korean Jesus
20 bomb on us. Thank you, Christopher. To the window, to the wall.
And then Dream dropped another 2. Hey, this isn't my channel. Otherwise, I'd be giving you them toes.
Oh, Dream.
Strip down my Pokeballs and catch.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oscar, good times. It's Clementine. June does stuff. What's going on, June? Oh, Roxanne, I'm so glad you're here, buddy. So happy you're Mimi. Welcome in.
Yeah, as a parent, that's horrible. It's disgusting.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely disgusting. It's truly like that's. So my wife and I, whenever we started the channel, like I always knew that I wanted to like have our kids on at some point, just like like have them come in and say what's up. Oh, Undead, thank you for the 1 gifted, buddy. But no, it's just like using your kids for clout is so gross. Like that is exploiting your children, dude. And I'm so like, we're so protective of having them on. Like I've had our oldest on a few times. We've had the baby sit on my lap and say hi once or twice before. I did have when our nieces were in town for Christmas, I had all 3 kids, our oldest and our 2 nieces. They came on for the Christmas stream, which was, I think that was the 1K sub stream. Because that all kind of fell around the same time. And like, that was, that's one thing. But dude, like if you have the audacity to take a shot at your child's parent for whatever reason, just because like dude, no man, like whatever beef you have with your ex-wife, and even if she's a shit person that deserves it, keep that off your channel.
Keep it private.
Like that.
It's private.
Keep that private. Yeah. Like that is none of our business.
No,
none of our business.
Yeah, and like in the people in his chat in the comments were all those red pill, like, I'm an alpha male. Oh, they're like, yeah, you're a great father. You're a great father. Like, yeah, your wife, like your ex-wife is probably terrible. I'm like, we don't know the situation. Like, he could be the greatest parent in the world, or she can be the worst parent in the world. We don't know that. And it could be the exact opposite. And he's just trying to save face to random people on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, he could very easily just be, and we don't know the situation. We don't need to know the situation. Like, that's none of our business.
It's none of our business, yeah. Son of a Merc was gifted a sub by Mimi. Nice.
Oh, Mimi, thank you for the one gifted.
Oh,
shout out Mimi. Yeah, dude. Like I couldn't imagine. Like I have absolutely loved every second of my grind. Like this last year has been so incredible to me.
The grind is great. That's why I love my people so much.
It's amazing. Like I love having the same 15 to 30 people in my lives every week. And I love the fact that you guys helped get me here. Now, granted, Sean had a big part in getting me to 1K because that man decided in the middle of his live break to like stop everything. And
you told me. Ichiban Dan says, "Where them toes? You know where them toes are. Hit me up in my Venmo or PayPal, and I'll send them to you."
Hey, Daniel. All right, Daniel. There you go.
I can't. I can't. That's something I can't do on mine. I can't.
You can't do that. Oh, dude,
I can't highlight comments.
Can you do that?
No. Whoa! What is that? That is cool,
dude. I'm telling you. But
I just paid for my.
Oh, you just paid for? Oh no.
Yeah, I paid last month, so I got another 11 months of mine.
Oh geez, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I've considered paying for this, but it is a hefty annual cost. Christopher Klein, Christopher, you are absolutely appreciated so much, brother. I love you so much. I love everything you do for the community.
Oscar says, I have a buddy that did that with his kids. He even sent Pokerev a mystery box, and Pokerev made the video because it's a family channel. I follow Rev, but I don't follow Rev enough.
Was it Pokedan? Pokedan was an interesting fella. Didn't dislike his content. He's a family channel. I know I found him because he sent Rev a box. That's why I asked Oscar, and you can feel free not to answer that question necessarily. I liked Pokedan's content a lot, but him in chats was very like, he was just like,
I sent
no extra.
Rev a bag of heroin.
Jesus, Christopher. You can't joke about that shit here.
You can on my channel though. Yeah. For you guys who don't know who I am Gonzo. I do the exact same thing over on my channel, but I'm not family friendly.
No,
Ryan would be completely free to do whatever he wanted on my channel. I sent Rev a bag of my tears. Who's joking? Gonzo, show us. Really, just me. Your Raichus, please.
Oh, Maxie, what's going on, buddy?
I don't have any of my Raichus, though. I have some Raichus available. I lied, but they're not.
All right. So Oscar, thank you for answering my question. So yeah, no, I liked his content a lot, but him in chats is something I could not handle. I could not handle him in chat, dude. Like, 'cause he always talked in all caps and all caps, like caps
I hate
on.
Ooh, you caps typers
on. And just
these are the only ones in our arm's reach right now. I love the reverse foils from Fire Red Leaf Green. Oh no, here it is. This one. I love these ones. The reverse hollows back in the day from Fire Red Leaf Green, so good.
I love it. All right, so Bay did bring up a good point. A lot of content creators honestly use their kids in their content, kind of like something that is expected to be honest. It is a hobby that attracts children, so gives that audience someone to connect to. And I can dig that. Yeah. I dig, like, I absolutely understand that, and I'm cool. Like, I'm okay. I am absolutely okay.
No, he's not, Chris. I'll fight Max to the death for that title. I see Brock. I will ban you right now. Now they're all typing in cat.
I know. I knew it was gonna happen. These. What time is it? These fucking trolls. We're officially in the third hour of
we're officially in the fuck off hour.
But no, like you know what? Like I don't disagree with the idea of like you having your kids on your content. They're your kids, like have them on your stuff if you want. Like my wife and I, we decided, like, because we're just very wary of the internet in general, that we want to keep. I know you're literally the troll king, Undead, but like no, so like that, like that's our prerogative. Like that's why I keep my content family friendly. I'm ignoring the chat. I'm about to close the chat. I know they've gone dark side. But no, like that's fun. But there's a difference.
Internet's too weird for kids.
It really is.
The internet is porn. It's a literal song.
Yeah, I mean, dude, and that's why, like, that's why my son
voice.
That's
the best one.
No, like my son. All right. Hey, all right, everybody, relax. Okay. Jesus, Rod.
He knows where to touch me in my heart. Okay. No, yeah,
anyway,
my wife and I are the same. My son has been on the channel a handful of times, but every time he's on, my wife is the same way. She doesn't want to show her face, and we agreed when my son's on the channel, we're not going to show his face. So it's literally just a hand cam.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, like
let's start banning everyone.
I was getting Caps angry. Chill out. No, but that's okay. Like, it is one thing to just have your kids on your channel. It's another thing to use them.
It's straight up exploitative. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, there's a difference. Like Dan, like Pokedan, he and his kids, that's their channel. That's great. Ian, I love Ian and little Ian.
He was going to be my that's how you do it.
That is the gold
Ian
standard.
Doesn't want it. Little Ian doesn't want to do it. He doesn't do it. And Ian,
yeah.
And Ian's like, he doesn't want to do it. So you guys get me today.
So,
we're cool with that. Yeah.
And I think that they are just like, I love them. I love them so much. But again, like, Pokedan is the same thing. It's Pokedad. I'm pretty sure that's him and his wife. There's Pokedad and Pokewife.
There's so many Pokedads out there.
There are, but
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. But no, like there are so many. I mean, Shetty and Jack, son. Like, he and Jackie, like, that's like Jackie's always in the room, but he doesn't always come on. Like, sometimes, like, he just doesn't, and that's great. Like, that's fine. I love that. I think that that's the most wholesome stuff you get. I think it's wonderful, but just utilizing your kid so as that people will think, as a tool, it's gross. It is gross. And I could never support that.
Yeah. I raised my wife who's, God damn it, Rock. Jackalope Plays is a good father-son channel. Carter and Ryan.
Carter and Ryan's another good one.
I don't know who Pokezonin is. But the way I'm reading, Pokemon Zonin has used his kids. You're making it sound like he's used them as props, and that's not what we're talking about. But I never heard of them. James and Elena, of course, I've heard of them. Yeah, there's a lot of family channels, but that's the thing. There's a difference between a family channel and, hey, this is my child. He's going to sit here while I open up cards and talk about cards.
Right.
And, I use my son as a screwdriver. That's different. That's not child labor. That's just making sure your kid has a good work ethic.
Right, exactly. No, dude.
I used my son as a broom the other day.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he had or a dust, however you want to use it. He spilt a bunch of stuff on the couch, so I just grabbed him and I moved him across the couch. He was like,
pretty amazing.
I was like, hey, clean up your stuff. He was like, no, you do it. I was like, you want me to clean up after you? He goes, yeah, you're the dad. You clean up after me. Okay. And I used him to clean up the mess. I didn't record it and put it on the internet. No one, you're banned.
Yeah. But no, so Dave, what we're saying
money
is
to work the fields.
That's OP comment. Well done.
Well played.
Hold on, we're gonna highlight that. Where'd it go? It jumped up.
Now that's good parenting. Yeah. Okay, bye. Says Dream. He must be going back to his league.
Oh, wait, are you going back to league? I missed your last comment, Juan. I didn't see
it. Professor. You guys see my last comment? What was his last comment?
I'm looking for it.
I'm looking.
So much has happened. Chris is a family-friendly Christian channel. I am a Christian, and this is a family-friendly channel. But once we start working on hour 3 of podcasts, that's when things kind of become unhinged.
Yeah, not on mine. You get 30 seconds. You get past that 30-second intro.
Past that ads. Yep.
Yeah. F. Yep. It's all about them. You don't know Pokezonin? I do not. I probably have come across him in the chats. That doesn't mean I know who he is. There's so many people in chats.
So many Pokies in chats. Like,
yeah, it's so hard to keep up with. Like, even when I Google Poke-Trev, if you Google Poke-Trev, it's going to correct you. I'm like, you mean Poke-Rev? No, you bastard.
So, fun fact, like, there was this really wonderful ongoing joke for like the first, I don't know, 4 months that I was in Vault's Discord and in his lives. And it was just Sean being like, yeah, it's Poke-Trev, the much younger, better looking brother of Poke-Rev. And it was funny because like we just started running with the we started running with the bit in like the chat in Discord, and had like new people that came into Discord be like, are you actually Poke-Rev's brother? I'm like, yeah, man, it sucks. Like, that video of him with all of his brothers, he didn't invite me. Like, he wrote me out of the will because I'm cooler and better looking than him.
Because I got the car instead of him.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, wait. Dream.
That's why I changed my name to Mimi and not Pokemon. Yeah, they're like, if you want to use Poke whatever in any of your content, that's cool. But you're gonna get overlooked.
I'm gonna keep Poke-Trev because that's like, I mean, I'm working on 1,200 subscribers, and all of you know who I am. Like, y'all know me as Trev anyway. Let's see. Okay, so Dream It says. Okay, so Pokemon 151 shows his kids how to reseal packs. Are you shitting me?
Oh yeah. So
what?
He showed me that a couple of during the weekend. He showed me that. And this guy, not only does he he uses his kid to be like, no, my kid, like, he's teaching people how to reseal it, but then he also has a live stream that he'll post, and he'll call it the Pokemon TV Guide. And he posts other content creators who are live that do consistent giveaways. Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
Poke me booty.
Yeah. What was his name? Pokemon 151.
Pokemon. Poke, like POKAMAN 151. This Pokemon PokeTuber channel focuses on Pokemon 151 cards. There are giveaways, pack battles, and live stream openings coming in February. So if you love Pokemon 151, you'll love this channel.
Yeah,
is that the same one, Juan? Is that the same one?
Yeah, that's him. It looks like a generic, logo and everything.
Yeah, I need to come up. Also, by the way, Chad, if anybody wants to start helping me work on a new banner and logo, holler at me. I'm not super great at graphic design, so any assistance would be greatly appreciated.
Now I can't find his thing. Maybe it's just such a small channel I can't find it.
I've got him here. I'll let me see. Let me present.
Yeah, the thing that I find gross is he'll do a Pokemon TV guide and be like, yeah, these people are live and they do giveaways.
So this is who we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So he's got videos. What are his videos? Emperor Pikachu. Oh my gosh, yeah. So he's literally just sitting there.
Yeah.
While somebody else is. Oh no, that's his kid. Oh, it's his daughter. All right.
Yeah, she's holding the card.
Yep. Live. Let's see. What is it? Playlists. Who was live for Pokemon giveaways? I'm looking. I'm trying to find something egregious.
No, it's nothing too crazy. It's just to me, it's just kind of scummy that you're putting out there that, like, hey, like, these people are live and they do giveaways, because those aren't the viewers.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, right here. Yeah. So with Kiara and Dad, we're how to reseal Pokemon card booster packs and be a very bad person. Don't do this. It's evil.
So why post
this? Why post this with your daughter? Dude, Pokemon 151, I don't know who you are. I am never going to meet you, I hope. But you, sir, need to get your priorities in order, and you need to figure your shit out, because that is not a skill you want to teach your kids.
Max wants to know what's the most amount of wieners and balls you're willing to have as your backdrop.
Oh, Jesus.
That you opened it.
0.
The person who made my current profile picture is Chiptune on Instagram.
I was thinking about doing I was thinking about asking Tennille. as well.
Tennille would be a good one too.
Tennille she has great work.
Maybe they're on YouTube Kids. maybe.
And also I said Dragon's Quest asking an actual question. I don't know necessarily, like, so right now, I mean, if you look at my channel, it is so my logo and my banner are literally things I cobbled together in Adobe Express. Day one, like right before I started my channel, I created the logo and everything. And it's just a banner that says my name right now, but I would like something cool, like just something different for my banner. I don't necessarily know that I want to change my logo. It's my first one. It's weird. It's strange to move on.
Two massive dongs crossing a
Christopher. Jesus.
I don't see anything wrong with that. Sounds like a good idea to me. Not for my channel, maybe for my Only Toes account. For my Only Toes account, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does everyone think of a banner? I'm curious. Yeah, two swords, one shield. I made my own Dragon Quest.
What does everyone think of my banner? I don't know. Let's check it out. Let's see Dragon Quest TCG's banner.
Yeah, show us your banner.
Yeah, show us your banner, dude. It won't let me. It's not giving me the option to go to channel. It's weird. It's probably because I'm like the actual.
No, even as the owner of the channel, you should do it.
Yeah,
Diggle Bix everywhere.
Jesus Christ. Stop it. Get some help.
Stop it.
Two swords, one shield. that is an OP comment. I'm proud. I'm so proud of you, son of a merc. I'm a nobody PokeTuber. So I mean, in Dragon's Quest, are you on YouTube?
He should be. He's talking to us.
Yeah, I know. You know what? We're gonna get to the bottom of this. All right. Chat, we're gonna figure this out. Dragon Quest TCG.
Is it because
Christopher, you're somebody? Stop it.
Stop it.
Pokemon 151 got a big raid from Broly Pools one night, and he was kind of drunk already. It was a long live stream he had, and he was totally wrecked at the end of it. I mean, that happens to the best of us.
He didn't get too many subs from him then, because he's still only.
Yeah, he's at 181. Yeah. Dragon's Quest 9-11. All right, there we go. Oh, wait, I forgot the @ Gosh, that @ symbol after the / Hey,
invite your creativity. I like that. Yeah.
I like that.
It's good stuff. The Pokemon TCG Obsidian Flames opening.
Oh, man. Oh, wait, not Pokemon. Who am I thinking of? Who's the idiot that was blasting Obsidian Flames, calling it the worst set of all time?
Oh, it's those turd burglars that Opossum made a video on.
Yeah.
They completely bought out the whole stock of like GameStop inventory. They're like, oh, we're just buying.
Oh, no, that's not the one I'm talking about. That's a different one. No, I'm talking about some other dude. But I remember I know who you're talking about. No, yeah, Nick did a video on this guy, and he was just like, the worst set ever is either Obsidian. I think it was Obsidian. But no, yeah, okay, yes. So I know who you're talking about. Yeah, those two jackasses that went in and literally.
Yeah, they bought out inventory of GameStop. I think I know who you're talking about too, but it's not.
No. So it was just like, he's kind of a heavier set guy. I think maybe.
Is it the card communist?
No, not the card communist. because I refuse to call him the card communist. He's the card communist.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know if I said his name right.
That son of a bitch. No, Twice Baked Jake did the video basically saying investment was dead, and that was fair.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Opossum made a video about this dude too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy,
he's one of those like
Indian. He was an Indian. He has some random Indian dude, glasses, and he's just like, there's nothing worse. Like, this is the worst set ever created. Blah blah blah. Blah. It's like,
but all he talked about was the money. He was like, yeah, the Charizard.
Exactly. Yeah. All he cared about is like, yeah. The big chase Charizard, it's only $100. Like, no shit. Scarlet and Violet's the most available set we've had in a long time. Product has not been this available since pre-COVID. I mean, since before my time in the hobby. And the only reason I know all of this is because
there's evidence.
I've done a lot of research to find out what it was like before I got back to the hobby. So I want to know what I'm talking about. Like, I want to talk about what's going on. I want to know about things that I wasn't involved in. But chat, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I, for one, have really enjoyed myself. This has taken so many turns, and it's been such a good time.
Oh, absolutely. I had a blast. Thank you so much for allowing me on.
Oh, absolutely, dude. We're gonna absolutely run this back. So I was already talking to John and Misty about it, and I've talked to a couple of other folks. But now that I've pretty much built up, I think I've had a dozen guests on, give or take. I'm going to be working on doing my first big group stream with about 4 or 5 of us, just kind of sitting at a round table.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I know. I think so. Why don't you, before we get out of here, tell everybody what you have going on. Give everybody what the deets are. I'm going to throw. I know Christopher, you're a mod here, so do me a favor and please put Gonzo's link in the chat.
So my name is Gonzo. I do pretty much the exact same thing over on my channel. I invite other content creators on and we talk about Pokemon. We talk about life in general. We talk about other collectings, hobbies. We let chat pretty much control what the conversation is about. But on my channel, they can say the fuck word after 31 seconds.
Hell yeah.
Tips for toes. Dream It says it. Tips for toes is a real thing. You tip me, I show you my toes. I am doing a shameless plug tomorrow night. I am having a group podcast on my channel. I do those once every other month because if I did them too much, it wouldn't be as fun. Poketrev, Pokepair, Opossum Bud, Dream It Collectibles, and others will be on the podcast tomorrow night. It's very easygoing. People come in and out. They do as they please. We talk. We have a good conversation. So that is tomorrow night. And that's pretty much why I open up Pokemon cards as well and have fun with my friends. I will be at Card Party. I will see you guys all there.
Yes.
Yes. I will. I am the reason why. Don't let people fool you. I am the reason why there's a cuddle party. There's proof of that in DPM's chat. I am the reason with me and PokeSurge starting the cuddle party. I will fight people if they say it was their idea. But yeah, like that's who I am and that's what I'm about. So, and if you guys want to start a podcast, I don't own the podcasting world. No. Neither does Trev. If you guys want to do it. I'm not going to be ashamed.
Start a podcast, and
you can probably do it better than me.
Yeah,
and I will be happy if you do it better than me because then I can learn from you. I'm all about competition. It's fun stuff.
I agree, and I
absolutely. I come on corn? Yes, you can come on the corn.
Yeah. So if you want to start a podcast, do it and let me know because I'll be there. So we are actually going to do a little raid.
I forgot. I do After Dark podcast where I do have to hit the tab where it says 18 and up only because I'll tell stories about my time in the Navy. I will tell all kinds of stories to the point where after the stream is done, I unlist it so it can never be rewatched again.
That is awesome. Well, Gonzo, thank you so much for being here, brother. We are going to go. Everybody, stick around. There's going to be a redirect. I'm going to throw the link in the chat as well. We're going to go raid an Australian streamer. His name's Pokagaz. He's right now got a charity stream for autism awareness going on. So let's just please, everybody, go over there, show him some love. Tell him Trev sent you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. I'm going to spam this real quick and then close it out, but it should redirect. Hopefully the redirect works.
Yeah.
And scene.